friends, today we are playing Secret of the Scarlet Hand, which is chronologically the first Nancy Drew game that I actively dislike. Hate is a strong word, and I'm not a strong person. Physically and mentally I am weak, so I'm not going to say that I hate this game. Just something in the same ballpark. They're two monkeys in the same zoo. Hate and what I feel for this game. What the fun day am I saying? I don't know what that metaphor was supposed to mean. I don't know if it was comprehensible, but those are words just came out of my mouth. Okay, let's play Secret of the Scarlet Hand.
Welcome to my
Which
latest
is
case,
Nancy's latest
Hand.
case.
To start playing, choose either junior or senior detective. If you're new to adventure games or need some help, choose tutorial.
I definitely need some help with this game specifically. This is one of the Nancy Drew games where it's like 9 to 5 simulator, and as Dolly Parton once famously said, what a way to make a living. But you're not even making a living. Nancy's not getting paid. She is doing free labor. And you're just supposed to like it. You're supposed to have a good time for the sake of edutainment. Because make no mistake, this game is edutainment first. It arrives into the room edutainment first.
Dear Dad, greetings from the new deputy curator at Beach Hill Museum in Washington, D.C. I miss you, by the way. How's Africa? I sure hope this letter reaches you in Ouagadougou before you move on to Nairobi. So I got the internship. Your old friend Franklin Rose was awfully nice to submit my name to the rest of the members of the museum's board of directors. What an opportunity. Well, I'm in
Franklin
between
Rose was
cases.
like, hey
As you
guys,
probably know,
here's this
the
girl
museum
who worked
specializes
for
in ancient Maya
free.
culture. My supervisor is going to be Joanna Riggs,
And they're
a
like,
well-known
oh great.
archaeologist. Maybe you've seen her name
Hire
in the news
her.
recently, in conjunction with the discovery of a strange Maya
Joanna
monolith.
covering
Apparently
on
it's
the
created
Town
quite a buzz
magazine.
among experts in the field. Well, Beach Hill
My
plans
oh
to feature the
Maya.
monolith in an upcoming exhibition.
My
Just
oh
imagine, this
Maya.
artifact has been buried for hundreds of years.
Wow, that's not
and
really
now
that
it's going to be
impressive.
unveiled to the
It just
public
looks
for the
like a
first time.
crate.
The museum is short-staffed at the moment, and they're expecting such a huge turnout that they've closed their doors to prepare. I can hardly wait to dig into this exciting project and learn how
If you're wondering why I'm
archaeologists and
glancing over here, I'm
historians solve
starting
the
at my
mysteries of
laptop
ancient
so I
cultures.
can open
I'll
up
keep you
a
posted.
walkthrough
Love,
for this
Nancy.
game.
Nancy Drew, I presume.
Ooh,
I'm
that's
Joanna
me.
Riggs. Welcome to Beach Hill.
Thank you. I'm
I
well, I was
just
going to say I'm
checking the
happy to
lock
be
on
here.
this display
I'm
case.
not so
this
sure.
is one of the museum's most treasured pieces, a carving of King Pakal.
Who is King Pakal?
Pakal assumed
Nancy
the throne
looking
at age
awfully
12.
sinister.
Can you imagine? That was 615 AD. He ruled for 68 years at the height of the Maya
I solved my
civilization.
first
Is that
case when I
jade?
was 3 months
Yes,
old.
the Maya loved jade and used it for many of their carvings. There isn't another piece like this in the world, and it's priceless, which means I practically had to sell my own grandmother to get it.
How did the museum acquire it?
Leave it to
That's
Taylor Sinclair.
awfully close
He's a
for
wizard when it
comfort,
comes to
Joanna.
these deals. You'll meet him later. Now then, Nancy, you're coming on board at a critical time for Beach Hill. An exhibit of this caliber is not kid stuff. Franklin Rose assures me you're a real trooper, and I hope he's right because I'm not here to babysit. I don't care who your father is.
She's like, I don't care if you're a Nepo baby. You're gonna work
Beach.
you're gonna work beach. Oh, you'll be hearing that one a lot. If there's one thing I've inherited from my father, it's the value of hard work and lots of money.
If there's one thing I've learned from my father, it's the value of hard work. Just tell me where to start.
There's a list of tasks for you in the lab. Once you've knocked those off, we'll regroup.
Dig in? Is that an archaeology pun, Nancy? I like it. I
Before
respect
dig in,
it.
Can you tell me about the exhibit
She's
we're
already
gearing up
punning.
for?
In addition to our permanent collection, we're borrowing rare pieces from museums and private collectors around the world. Soon we'll be sitting on the most fabulous collection of Maya artifacts ever assembled in one place. And now that we've scored the monolith too, Beach Hill sera numero uno.
Yay! We're stealing all these artifacts from the cultures they belong to.
Was the monolith excavated in Mexico?
Yes, a hot young team of archaeologists, Americans and Mexicans
I
both.
don't think
dug
you
it
needed
out of
to
a cave
mention
near
how
Palenque.
attractive they
Every
were,
curator from
Joanna.
here to
I
Siberia
don't
was
think
trying
that
to get a hold of it, but
influences their
I'm the
work.
one who closed the deal.
but I might be wrong. I'm not an archaeologist. Maybe that does make a difference if you're just the most sexually attractive archaeologist out there. That counts for something. I mean, I guess that's why they hired Henrik van der Heun. He's the eye candy around here, the eye candy hire.
What does this monolith look like?
It's a massive pillar of stone, nearly 1,500 years old, with Maya glyphs carved into it. We've installed it in the garden. Wait until you see it.
It's a rock.
What purpose did the monolith serve?
According to Henrik, the monolith was made at the special request of King Pakal himself, but we don't know what its purpose was.
Who's Henrik?
Henrik van der Heun, world-renowned expert in Maya hieroglyphics. He's the latest addition to the Beach Hill Brain Trust. I told him I don't even want to see his pointy Vander head till he's got a translation on that monolith.
What does that even mean, Joanna? What does that mean? His pointy Vander head? Can someone please explain what she means? Like, I'm obsessed with that line. But because it, baffles me, it puzzles me, it's an enigma of a set of 4 words. Like, pointy Vander head, is she saying his head is unusually pointy? It doesn't look like it to me. I don't understand. Oh, say the line, Joanna, say the line.
Any last advice before I get down to business?
Semper ubi sub ubi.
She said the lie. I love looking at some of my previous save game names. Henrik has amnesia. Look at this rotund little guy. What an excellent rotund little guy. They've got so many little guys in this museum. Is this the little guy museum? Come to youtube.com/snuggly for more insightful takes, like, is this the little guy museum? Art in the Americas, April 2002. $6 US? That's expensive. An interview with Prudence Rutherford. How did a New York society woman like yourself end up in Topeka, Kansas? My husband, Herbert Laszlo, was a hydro engineer. I can't do her accent, I'm so sorry. When Herbert drowned, everyone thought I would make a beeline back to New York, but after 36 years in Topeka, I just didn't have the heart to leave. The truth is, this is my home now. Wait, Herbert drowned? It's kind of suspicious, and now she has lots of money, I assume? This is a mystery Nancy should be looking into. Did Prudence Rutherford kill her husband, Herbert Laszlo? What about your love for the arts? What in the world do you do? Oh, what in the world do you do for culture and entertainment here? I thought she was asking, what do you do, personally, Prudence? Oh, my stars. Don't underestimate Topeka, dear. The arts are alive and well here. We have theater, symphony, and over 20 art galleries. I organize the St. Patrick's Day Parade, the Corn Growers Ball. Oh my god, the must-see event of the calendar year, the Corn Growers Ball. And I sit on the board of the Topeka Commission for the Arts, too. Ms. Rutherford, art appraiser, is thrilled to be featuring your fire ruby necklace in this month's issue. Please tell us about this extraordinary piece of jewelry. The necklace originally belonged to Herbert's mother, Hester, rest her soul. Oh, but those rubies really did blaze, like a burning ring of fire round her neck. Okay, Johnny Cash, you had the necklace altered when you inherited it, is that right? Yes, well, Hester's spirit was just a bit too overpowering in the necklace. I felt like I was going to be strangled whenever I wore it. That's because she knew you murdered her son, and her ghost was trying to get her revenge. She literally was strangling Prudence. Oh my god. 5 minutes in and I come up with my new favorite game theory. So I decided to add a piece from my own family to balance out the energies and, make it my own. Lady Rutherford's fire ruby necklace. Wait, she's a lady? When did she become a lady? Lady Prudence
Topeka
Rutherford?
Commission for the Arts. How cultured.
I'm so glad I accidentally clicked on that. I didn't realize that was important. Yeah, that was probably a trigger for some small thing in the game, like calling Prudence. You must be referring to that extraordinary jade piece. Tell us about it. My great-grandfather, Ruffleton Rutherford, that's a great name, was one of the premier archaeologists of his day. This jade carving came from one of his most groundbreaking digs. Whoops, no pun intended, or pun was definitely intended. At a Maya ruin in the Amazon jungle. If they say no pun intended immediately after, pun was intended. The necklace is one of my most prized possessions. That's why I keep it at the villa. I just can't bear to have it locked up in some cold bank vault where I can never see it or wear it. The insurance company advises me against it, but I tell them jewelry is to be worn and enjoyed, darlings. Don't you agree? Certainly, Miss Rutherford, and now, with this article, many more people will be able to enjoy your extraordinary necklace. Thank you for taking the time to talk to us. The pleasure was all mine. I'll tell you what, I'm glad I decided not to attempt to do the Prudence Rutherford voice for that whole interview. I don't think I could have sustained that. Well, I proved that I could not sustain that for even one sentence, but I probably would have had to end the recording session immediately, like right now, after 5 minutes after starting, because my voice would be tired out. Well, look at Miss Fancy with all her degrees.
Topeka Commission for the Arts. That's the organization Prudence Rutherford works for.
What a coincidence. I love these names. Yoshi Piffinpath, Penelope Kitty, Frou Frou LeBeau. Like, half these people sound like they're burlesque dancers and strippers. And then there's ND Fan 123, presumably from the message board. Tag yourself. I'm Yoshi Piffinpath. Wait, we have even more names. Salamander Jones. That's another detective name, if I ever heard one. IUND Bayou. I feel like half of these, they sound like there could be puns. But I have no idea what the pun could be. Fru? Ted? Hiyashi? Rusty Dents? I feel like it's giving me a stroke. Because I'm like, it sounds like it should be a pun. But it's kind of not a pun. Hugh Honeyham. Hugh Honeyham is iconic. Bubba Fatsis. Punchy LaRue. Now speaking of strippers and burlesque dancers. Punchy LaRue. Snooky McGee and Esther Beeswax. Oh my god, if you ever needed to reinvent yourself and take on a new name, this is full of the absolute best suggestions. Okay, I've already wasted so much time doing absolutely nothing, accomplishing nothing, but it's been fun. Both shits and giggles have been involved so far. It's been both a hoot and a holler. Finding the Maya, a lost civilization speaks. You know, I think if the Maya spoke, I don't think they'd be speaking in English. I think that'd be the last language they would speak in. Where's all the money? I came here to steal some money. Bit. Mayan glyph for road. Temple keycard. Nancy's gotta scrounge for pennies if she's not getting paid. Well, shucks. Okay, here we are. This is a pretty freaking cool museum, I will say. There are elements of this game that I don't like, but I think the design of this museum is rad as hell. Can I just say that it's rad as hell? Okay, employees only. That's me! Ha! Water. Ha ha! Water! Oh, it's... No, I made myself laugh. Ha ha! Water! Me when I noticed the water fountain when I've been looking for a drink. Ha! Water! Okay, let's go into the lab. Let's step into the lab. Oh my god, there's Mr. Look, is his head unusually pointy? Computer, magnify. I don't think it is. I really don't think it is. Wait, I don't even need my computer to magnify. I can personally magnify. No, you know what? It does not look any pointier than a normal human's head. I think Joanna's been inhaling some kind of, I don't know, cinnabar fumes or something. They've giving her slight visual hallucinations or something. Look at his delicate handiwork. It's all in the wrist. Is Henrik?
You must be Nancy, the new deputy curator. I'm Henrik Vanderhewn.
That's right.
That's right. I'm Nancy. Joanna tells me you're translating the glyphs on the Palenque monolith.
Yes, it's quite a project. The opportunity of a lifetime for me.
Why are you wearing that mask? COVID's going around, Nancy, don't you know? Yeah, I know, actually, is he worried about inhaling mummy dust or something?
Why are you wearing that mask?
Oh, these dusty old artifacts are murder.
Oh my god, he's
realities.
allergic to mummies.
Anyway, what can I do for you?
I'm curious about your work. How do you go about translating a glyph anyway?
It can be a complicated process, involving research, piecing lots of different elements together. And a healthy dose of guesswork.
A definitive dictionary.
So there isn't a
Oh,
definitive
Nancy.
dictionary of Maya glyphs where you can look things up?
Oh, I'm afraid not. You see, glyphs are so intricate and full of subtleties that multiple meanings may be embedded in a single glyph. So 3 distinct-looking glyphs may all translate to mean sunshine, roughly, but with different nuances. There is so much we still don't know. Lucky for me, I guess, or I'd be out of a job.
Do any of the rest of you struggle with, like, do I look at the character? I have the subtitles. I all too often will be looking at the subtitles and not looking at the character. I feel like I need to change that. It feels rude to not be looking at him while he's talking to me. Like, my eyes are up here, Nancy. You're, like, staring at my crotch. I'm a bit uncomfortable. We only just met. And you're staring at my crotch while I talk to you about Mayan glyphs.
Joanna turned me loose without too many instructions. Do you have any advice for me?
Well, as you've probably heard, the museum is
Okay,
closed in
his eyes
preparation
are up
for the
there.
exhibit, so you'll have free run of the place.
Staring contest.
Please
Henrik. Oh, he
explore.
blinked first.
The sooner you get to know your way around, the better. Think of
Okay,
the lab as
explore.
your home base, your center of communications.
My desk.
Anyone who wants to get in touch with you will leave a note or a voicemail here, so check in often. I'm very busy with my work, so you're going to have to be pretty independent, but I suspect you wouldn't have it any other way.
Alright, this is foreshadowing to the fact that there are copious quantities of phone conversations in this game.
See you around, Henrik.
That will be fine.
Okay. I don't know how to read that remark. Henrik, you can't just say things like that to me. I have anxiety. I'm gonna read too much into it. What do you mean that will be fine?
It looks like some pieces are missing.
Okay, let's go look at our little task list. Assistant Curator task. Sort out shards of pottery and reassemble pot at lab workstation. Yummy chocolates? What does that have anything to do with chocolates, Sunny June? Unless, like, every time he smokes a joint, it gives him the munchies. So he's making, like, a kind of mental connection between the word pot and chocolates. He's like, whenever I smoke weed, I get such a craving for Reese's Pieces, man. You don't even know. Like, is that? I don't know. I'm trying to read between the lines. He's already switched out some knobs. Maya theme knobs? Priority bring addenda to Monolith Loan Agreement to Alejandro Del Rio at the Mexican consulate for signature. Order bubble wrap, packing tape, sticky labels, match recorded narrations to appropriate displays in the main exhibition hall. You'll need headspace phones for this. The Order Maya numbering exhibit in the main exhibition hall. Sunny was here. Foreshadowing to Sunny being revealed to be an actual real-life alien. I love it. They were thinking ahead, even way back in, like, 2001. I guess we should call, we need bubble wrap, packing tape, sticky labels. From Silvio's curatorial bonanza. No stores are called bonanzas anymore. I miss when stores were called bonanzas. I should probably call Franklin. I'll call Franklin first, then.
Boswell, Jackson, and Rose.
May I speak to Franklin Rose, please?
Who may I say is calling?
This is Nancy Drew.
Just a minute, please.
Nancy,
The first
great
phone
to
call
hear
of
from you.
many.
How's the internship treating you? Are Joanna and Henrik showing you the ropes?
I mean, if by the ropes you mean nothing, then yeah, they sure are, Franklin. He should answer the phone like, hey, it's Franklin. Oh yeah, let's mention a throwback.
Beach Hill's an amazing place, and after that kidnapping case at the Royal
place.
Palladium, the mysteries of the ancient
She's such
Maya
a Keener,
are
a
just
Carolyn
my speed.
Keener.
Glad to hear you're settling in.
Oh,
I'm off to a meeting,
that
but
was a
feel free to
short
call
but
me if
sweet
you have
conversation,
any
I guess.
I'm sure everything's going to be smooth sailing, Mr.
Nothing
Rose.
could
Bye, kiddo.
possibly go wrong, Franklin. There's absolutely no way anything bad will happen while I'm here. Yeah, companies these days just aren't brave enough to call themselves bonanzas. And I think that's
Silvio's
disappointing.
curatorial bonanza.
I'd like to place an order, please.
Have you ordered from us before?
Yes, I think so. We have an account number.
Okay, good. that saves me a lot of paperwork. What's the account number?
BH119K.
BH119... BH119K? Beach Hill? Are you serious?
I love this guy. Incredible delivery. He's like, Beach? Are you serious?
You sound surprised. I guess you were expecting Sunny June?
I was expecting Beach Hill to settle its accounts with me about 6 months ago. I've sent all 6 of the outstanding invoices to a collection agency. And you jokers won't get another packing peanut out of Silvio Jr. ever. Do not call here again.
Go off, King. He was ready with the comeback. That was pretty iconic. You won't get another packing peanut out of Silvio Jr. Ooh, good a knob. Property of Sunny June. Oh my god. He's insinuating that the Mayans were aliens. Notes, 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 notes. Me when I'm trying to look busy at work. Oh, there's Henrik's pointy Vanderhead. His 5-head, because he's so smart. That audio narration thing is gonna be so much work. Oh, Hurricane Sunny managed to borrow Joanna's notes for this project. Must distract Joanna only after her coffee break. Because that's when she needs to run to the bathroom after she's had her coffee. Good time to steal stuff from her when she's got the runs from drinking too much coffee. This museum gig is such a boring job. Oh my god, Sunny said it, so I didn't have to say it. He said the quiet part out loud. Must surf web. Me at work. I just have to check out the latest alien adventure games on www.justadventure.com. I wonder if that's a real website. Are there actually... Wait. Hopefully this is not going to put a virus on my computer. Oh my god, it is a real site. Hold on. We have to take a momentary break to check this out together. It's important. Check this out. It's a site, and it's still live. It's all about adventure games. This is where we can find all the new best alien games. Search Just Adventure. Aliens. What does Just Adventure have in store in this? Oh my god, Sunny June will be so excited. Look at all these alien games. Elroy and the aliens will beam down in 2017. Wait, maybe it hasn't been updated that recently. The Ball. I'm curious about The Ball. The Ball is such a game. It's such a game, guys. Anyway, that was it. That was a really short, well, actually, it was longer for me. I got very distracted exploring justadventure.com, but there you go. Sunny June. He had his finger on the pulse. Back to Nancy Drew. This is going to be my longest long play yet. It's going to put the long in long play. Not just because this game is long, but because I keep getting distracted by stupid things. Can I eat a Cocoa Pringle? Yes. Eat it. Eat it, Nancy. Eat it, you coward. Milk chocolate crunchies. Yummy crunchy cocoa latte. La vache, it's very cow. They're like, how many slogans is too many slogans? There's no such thing as too many slogans. If I was Nancy, I'd be eating the drawer chocolate. No hesitation. I'd be like, ooh, a little sweet treat. Perfect. I can check off calling the packaging people. We didn't order any bubble wrap, packing tape, or sticky labels, but we tried. And that's what counts, right? In the future when they're like, oh, damn, we need some bubble wrap. Looks like we're out. Nancy, I thought you were gonna buy more bubble wrap. It's gonna be like, well, I tried. But they didn't want to sell me it, so I crossed it on my list. I said it was done. Chaco Canyon Cultural Center. The wonderful world of ham radio. We can learn all about the wonderful world of ham radio. Okay, the walkthrough says I need to look at this. Just to look.
I shouldn't be messing around with this without permission.
Oh yeah, it literally says that on it. You know what? Better to ask for forgiveness than to ask for permission, Nancy.
Greetings.
Greetings! Okay, Henrik, what century are you living in? He's greeting me like he's like some kind of Elizabethan king.
I'm not sure what to do with those shards of pottery Joanna left for me.
Play around with those pieces until you've reconstructed the pot they once were. There may be a few extraneous pieces, Likewise, you may find yourself on a scavenger hunt for a piece or two, if I know Sunny June.
Yeah, we gotta take advantage of talking to Henrik as much as we can while he still has all his faculties, before his pointy Vander head has been dented right down to be like a normal head.
I can't seem to find the addenda to the monolith loan agreement that I'm supposed to bring to Alejandro Del Rio.
Sunny June bobbed around this place like an untethered balloon. Who knows where he left those documents? You'll just have
Actually,
to
I
hunt
think
them
he's
down.
more like an untethered baboon.
And FYI, Senor Del Rio has been extremely touchy about this monolith loan, so try not to keep him waiting.
Oh, I wouldn't want to keep him waiting. Don't worry.
Did you know the deputy curator who was here before me?
Hurricane Sunny? I'm afraid I did. If he wasn't losing paperwork or setting off the fire alarm, he was cornering our visitors with his theory that the Maya were abducted by aliens. I'm afraid you'll be cleaning up his messes for a while.
I'm supposed to order more packing supplies, but the company says they won't do business with us anymore. Does Beach Hill have bills it can't pay?
No comment.
Okay. That makes me think that Beach Hill is not in a good place.
But Henrik, how am I supposed to get this order taken care of?
I hereby
But
absolve you of that
Henrik.
task.
Okay.
If Joanna wants things shipped, she can stuff them into garbage bags for all I care.
So you want to treat priceless historical artifacts like trash, Henrik? Interesting take.
I'm not sure how to go about rearranging those exhibit narrations.
It's really quite simple. Check out the Convomatic auto-narrator in shipping and receiving.
Convomatic?
You'll need some headphones. First determine which of the exhibits in the main hall could rightly be called Exhibit A. Change Exhibit A's narration number until you're seeing what you're hearing, or hearing what you're seeing, and it's all downhill from there.
What is the Spectro X
Yeah, that's this
Archeo
game. It's all
analyzer
downhill
for?
from there.
It's used for identifying
It's all
chemical
downhill
compounds
after
that
the
are found
first
on
Semper
artifacts,
Uvi
traces of
Sabuvi.
ink, blood, charcoal, and other substances. The beauty of the machine is that it can collect these traces without damaging the artifact in any way. But it cost us a fortune, so don't fiddle with it unless you get Joanna's permission.
See you around, Henrik.
Bye.
Let's see. There it is. Oh my god, the paper airplane! The addendum to the Palenque Monolith loan contract between the Republic of Mexico and Beach Hill Museum. That's a lot of money. $250,000.
I better deliver this to Alejandro right away.
Wait, and a full liability for $1 million? It was originally $5 million. Wait, hold on. During the period of the loan, Beach Hill should have exclusive rights to reproduce images of the property for the following derivative works: postcards, posters, t-shirts, coffee mugs, keychains, and mouse pads. They needed to add the mouse pads. They're like, these monolith mouse pads are gonna sell like hotcakes. Hotcakes, I tell you. We need to be allowed to sell mouse pads. Imagine, yeah, little 3D, like, monolith keychain. That'd be pretty sick. That'd be pretty catty. Oh, we're on the metro. We're taking the train. This is not my preferred kind of train, though. It's like a underground subway type train. Most boring kind of train, I think. Okay, we're at the Mexican consulate. They've got a sombrero on the wall, so you know it's the Mexican consulate, in case you get lost. There he is! There he is! Speaking of eye candy, my oh my, am I right?
How may I help you?
Hi.
Hi, I'm Nancy Drew, the new deputy curator over at Beach Hill.
So, you're Joanna Riggs' newest pirate in training. How does it feel to join the ranks with the modern-day conquistadors?
We're on our enemies to lovers arc, Alejandro. It's okay, I know we're still in the enemies part right now, but soon, we shall be lovers.
Conquistadors?
You had better brush up on your history, young lady. When the Spanish explorers invaded Mexico, they became known as the conquistadors, or conquerors. They robbed the indigenous peoples of their wealth, not just their gold, but their artwork, their sacred objects. Anything they did not steal, they burned to the ground.
Alejandro Del Rio, the man that you are. Oh my god, I am obsessed with him. Not only is he, like, attractive, he also is so right. Call Beach Hill out on their nonsense. Name them and shame them. Yes, please educate Nancy, who's lived a sheltered life of a privileged white girl.
Alejandro, I understand that many crimes were committed in the name of exploration, but that was hundreds of years ago. What does this have to do with Beach Hill?
There is more. In the 19th century, archaeologists discovered the ruins of ancient civilizations predating even the Aztecs. Many of the dig sites were robbed, and the stolen artifacts were sold off to art museums and collectors around the world. Today, finally, it is illegal among most civilized nations to remove an artifact from its native country. But sadly, there are thousands of precious antiquities with highly questionable provenance floating around the Western world.
Exactly. I love how you can just be like, no, I don't care. Anyway, here's the loan agreement.
What do you mean by questionable provenance?
An artifact's provenance is the story of its origin and ownership. For example, how it made its way from a temple at Chichen Itza to a museum in Washington, D.C. If the artifact's provenance reveals that it has been stolen, then that artifact must be returned to the country of its origin.
I actually think that the vast majority of artifacts that have been taken by modern-day conquistadors should be returned to their country of origin. Right?
Then
Alejandro?
the relics at Beach Hill must all be legitimate, right?
No, not at all. Provenance documents are often tampered with or forged to cover up the theft. Because of this, thefts continue and a great deal of art is moved on the black market, even today. Unethical art dealers and greedy museum curators do nothing to stop this.
Are you suggesting Beach Hill is involved in these kinds of misdealings?
If Joanna Riggs or that overstuffed pillowhead Sinclair had
Pillowhead.
any decency, they would take measures to see that all Maya artifacts were returned to Mexico at once where they belong.
Why does everyone have a particular head in this game? Pillow head. Wait, not even just any pillow. An overstuffed pillow head. What does that mean? He's right, and he should say it, though. I completely agree with you, Alejandro. Go off.
And what if these measures are not taken?
My country will have its due, Nancy, even if I have to begin reclaiming its artifacts with my own two hands.
They make him look kind of suspicious for saying this, but it's like, no, you know what? He's right. He is right. I do admire your conviction, Alejandro. Where's the response to say, like, I completely agree with you. Unfortunately, I just work for them and I'm not even getting paid. But please, tell me more.
I admire your conviction, Alejandro.
Maybe
Lucky for
over
me,
a
the
plate of
Palenque monolith is
spaghetti?
only here on loan from Mexico.
I
At a
am still
romantically
not happy
lit
that such a rare find will
restaurant
have its debut
tonight at
exhibition
7
on
p.m.
American soil. But in my country, too, there are people for whom money talks. I will take those documents now.
What are you reading? What are you reading? I can't read that. I cannot contort myself as that. Nope, you know
I
what?
guess I should give him the contract.
I guess I should. I guess I probably should. We're both, like, sitting here, like, staring at the spot on his desk, waiting for Nancy, and Nancy's, like, in her pockets, like, taking out, like, a pat of butter, a slab of turkey, being like, I know I have it here somewhere.
Thank you. I have some
Don't
business
mind
with Joanna at
the,
the museum later,
grease
so I will
stains,
return the contract to her then
Alejandro.
after I have
That
looked
was
it
just
over.
the spare butter I keep in my pocket in case I need to grease a lock.
Are you sure? I don't mind waiting.
You may consider your mission accomplished.
Well, okay then.
Goodbye.
Goodbye! He wants me to go so badly. Oh, it's nighttime.
Good thing Franklin gave me the museum key.
We're back at Beach Hill Museum. We're gonna do some chilling at Beach Hill Museum. Aha! We got our headphones. I'm reading this walkthrough and it calls Hendrik first Hendrika and then Hendrikus. Why have they done this? Henrik is gone. Hendrika is gone. Where is Hendrikus? I'm not doing that yet. I'm putting off the audio narration puzzle for as long as possible. Is this not like a huge sheetings of bubble wrap down here? And there's something like the dumpster. That is so wasteful. Why am I ordering new bubble wrap when you're just throwing it away? Joanna, be serious. Sunny's stuff. They didn't even let him take his stuff with him when he left. They immediately escorted him from the building. Okay, we've got to find the last piece of the vase. Which is, like, up here somewhere. Yes. Okay, groovy. It's so sick to have, like, just a giant pyramid in your Mayan museum, I will say. Although it is not very accessible. And it's not very safe. It's very much a health and safety hazard. Yay, time for a little puzzle.
Now I can start putting this together.
I wish more of the Nancy Drew games had 3D puzzles like this. This is so fun for me. This is my definition of a good time.
That's done.
That's done. Yippee! I can check some things off my task list. Yeah, 100%. I did that. Did that. Oh my god, look at that. I've only got 2 more things to do. And then I can quit. My time here is done. My work here is done. Oh no! The walkthrough says it's time to do the audio narration puzzle. And I'm not, you know, I'm used to use the walkthrough as a guide. I'm not gonna be like, walkthrough! Tell me how to do the audio narration puzzle! But, you know, I do think I need a notebook. While I was looking for a notebook, look at this sick, like, dolphin notepad I have that says a note from Chloe with dolphins on it. How vaporwave is that? This is like Y2K authentic notepad. Oof. I feel like I need to do some like deep breathing exercises to prepare me for this puzzle. This puzzle is like a big reason why I don't like this game. Actually, just a lot of the puzzles in this game are reasons I don't like this game. Now my pen doesn't work. This puzzle is trying my patience. Let's start in the garden.
In addition to adorning themselves with jewelry and costumes, the Maya shaped their bodies to heighten their beauty. Beads were dangled in front of infants' faces to encourage crossed eyes, a trait considered attractive to the Maya. In addition...
Shut up. I've talked before about how much I love this garden, but this is probably my favorite area in the whole game. It is just so peaceful, it is so cool. No wonder Beach Hill is struggling for money, though. Their whole budget went into building this absolutely sick indoor garden.
The Maya kings were often in a protracted state of war with local kahals. Here, Bird Jaguar stands to the right as a captured lord kneels at his feet.
The 4 miniature gods clinging to the vision serpent are the headband twins, Hun Ahau,
the headband twins,
and the twins of sacrificial dance.
Okay, this one's also right. K is correct.
Baby...
Okay, shut up. I'm not actually here to be edutained. I'm here to do a job.
This side looks damaged.
Huh. Sound of footsteps.
Nancy Drew, or should I say, Detective Drew.
Oh my god.
I'm Sinclair.
It's Goose Down Mattress Head, Sinclair. Who told you?
Who told you I was a detective?
Who told you that?
I was at a meeting with the BOD recently, and I caught wind of your appointment and your credentials. Very impressive, if I do say so myself.
The BOD?
The BOD?
That would be the board of directors, those cranky old cats. They do keep the ducks squared away around here, I'll give them that.
Cats
so,
and ducks?
This for a
Is that a new variant
Ever
of
seen
Fox
$1
and
million
Geese?
worth of rock before?
$1 million worth of rock before? Yeah, do diamonds count?
Diamonds count?
Ouch. Well, they did say you were sharp. Seriously, though, thank goodness you're here. I'm afraid the museum may be in terrible jeopardy.
Oh no!
Oh no! Is there something I can do?
Joanna told me to butt out, but I'm so fond of
I'm
Beach
so
Hill,
fond of
I
butts.
just hate to see it fall prey to scoundrels.
No, scoundrels. The dialogue is actually so good in this game. It is thoroughly entertaining. How do I choose between the scoundrel dialogue option and the butt dialogue option? Joanna told you to butt out? I'm sure she just said Semper Ubi Sabubi. She's like, Taylor Sinclair, you got your butt out. Remember to always wear underwear. Dude, come on. Common courtesy.
Joanna told you to butt out? Of what?
It's a sensitive subject. Meet me in my office later and I'll explain everything then.
His butt is a sensitive subject.
You've got me worried. Can't we talk now?
Just meet me later. 707
He's
Bing
so
Cherry
manipulative.
Boulevard. I've got to go. Enjoy your first day at Beach Hill.
Yeah, I'm straight beat chillin'. Bro, look at me pirouetting and twirling around the monolith. This is one of the coolest things you can do in any Nancy Drew game. I love it. It's the little things, you know? They make so much difference. Okay, we have 2 more audio exhibits to check out in here.
Archaeologists work in some of the most remote areas of the world.
No, wrong.
Ham radios are often the only means of contacting the outside world. HAM is an acronym for ham.
Ham.
Ritualized bloodletting was a common practice among the Maya. In this panel, 3 captives wear garments associated with bloodletting. A variety of instruments, including stingray spines, thorns, and bone awls, were employed for this activity.
This is like when I went to the British Museum and they had like a Mayan exhibit about ritualized bloodletting. And it was like, they did ritualized bloodletting from the penis. They ritually bloodlet the penis. They let blood out of the penis in a ritual way. I post on Instagram without fully reading that they were letting the blood out of the penis. Okay, anyway, that's what they don't tell you at Beach Hill Museum. They don't want you to know that they let the blood out of the penis in a ritual way. Okay, now I think we've got to go witness Humpty Dumpty's great fall. No? Oh, it's not time yet. I'm so disappointed. I was ready. I guess we continue doing the audio narration. I feel like you do all the boring nonsense in this game just for those, like, moments where, like, Henrik tumbles down the pyramid and such. Like, this is the boring stuff you have to put up with to get to the small good bits in this game.
Scribes recorded the official history of the kings and queens, but very little is known about daily life in the Maya.
Shut up. I'm obsessed with the delivery of a lot of these audio narrations. They're so funny to me, and I don't know why. I don't know if it's just because this puzzle makes me feel a little loopy. It might be that. But I don't know. There's something about the way they say, like, ritualized bloodletting.
Bloodletting was a common practice.
It makes me giggle. It makes me chuckle. Imagine, like, working at this museum and getting to, like, sit in here in your lunch break, like, eating your little sandwich or whatever, and just listening to, like, the bug ambience. It would be so great. This is the slab. Wait, Archibald Rutherford? A relation of Prudence?
The Maya were pantheistic, believing in many gods who ruled over different aspects of Maya life. Chalk was the god.
Chalk. When Nancy has her task list. Chalk. Can't chalk that off yet. Oh god. I am feeling loopy. I think this is true.
Ceramic bowls, such as the one featured in this exhibit, may have been used as vessels for burnt offerings of incense or corn.
Ceramic bowls.
This bowl was either dedicated to or used to supplicate the god of war, Balak. Ceramic bowls, such as the one featured in this exhibit, may have been used as vessels
Why is
for burnt
this so
offerings
funny to
of
me?
incense.
Now this is edutainment.
Ceramic bowls, such as the one featured in
bowls.
this exhibit.
Okay, this is the ham.
The Maya
radio.
used different methods to represent numbers.
Okay.
Here is an example of the numbers from 0 to 19, from top left to bottom right. Notice how some numbers are represented with bars and dots, and some are represented with pictures.
Ceramic bowls.
Although the geographic range of Maya cities is well known, it is difficult to determine the range of Maya influence. Some experts believe the Maya may have traveled as far south as the Amazon,
I'm stealing something from the exhibit.
North America.
I am stealing something from the exhibit that I don't even know that I need. Nancy's just decided to take a little souvenir as a treat. I mean, if she's not getting paid money, she could be paid in a priceless artifact, you know?
I am Lord Pakal, ruler of the mighty kingdom of Palenque.
Okay, calm down, Pakal.
All those who come before me witness my...
We can just cut King Pakal off. The ultimate power move.
Lady Zack Cook ruled Palenque before her son ascended
Lady
the
Zack
throne
Cook
in 615
is in the correct
CE.
spot.
Maya tradition required that...
Sorry, I'm sitting here and my brain is trying to come up with some kind of stupid ass pun. Like, well, after this, I'm gonna go Zack cook some pierogies in the kitchen. And it's never gonna work. But my brain is just sitting there for a hot minute workshopping.
Was a religious activity as well.
The Maya ball game is in the right spot.
The date on this slab uses the solar
This is not the
or
slab.
divine calendar, made up of 20 weeks each with a named day, and 13 weeks each with a numerical day.
Okay, I found my picture from the Maya exhibit at the British Museum. What's their provenance, I wonder? I wonder what Alejandro Del Rio would have to say about that. But let's hear what Beach Hill Museum says about ritualized bloodletting. And then let's hear what the British Museum has to say about ritualized bloodletting in Maya culture.
Ritualized bloodletting was a common practice among the Maya. In this panel, 3 captives wear garments associated with bloodletting. A variety of instruments including stingray spines, thorns, and bone awls were employed for this activity.
Bone awls! Stingray spines is pretty sick, though. Okay, this is what Beach Hill doesn't want you to know about it. They may be chill, but they're not chill like that. The sumptuously dressed kneeling woman pulling the rope through her tongue is Lady Balaam Ix, another of Bird Jaguar's wives. Opposite her sits Bird Jaguar, adorned with ornate earplugs, nosepiece, bar pectoral, jade cylinder cuffs, and a shield tied to his back. The fact that he is wearing a skull and skeletal serpent headdress like Xavier Zoc on lintel 25 suggests that he too is about to let blood by piercing his penis the perforator he holds in front of him. They're letting blood through the penis in a ritual manner. I think I can finish this puzzle now. I think I can do it. It's just like this is one of the puzzles in this game, one of many that is just tedious busy work. It's literally job simulator. It's literally working 9 to 5, what a way to make a living simulator. Okay. A. It's currently ham, but it needs to be numbers.
Ritualized
bloodletting was a common practice, and it occurred through the penis. Where is the number?
Although the geographic range of Maya...
It's gonna be the last one, thank you.
To represent numbers.
Wait a moment. No, A needs to be about the ham radio.
Although the geographic...
Archaeologists...
Wait.
Archaeologists...
Okay, there we go. We need to find D, which needs to be about the numbers.
Strange...
The date on this... The 4 miniature guys...
Ritualized...
The Maya ball...
In addition to
ritualized bloodletting, I think why I'm finding it so funny is just the memory of doing this puzzle and hearing like the first few lines of every piece of narration over and over again, and just hearing ritualized bloodletting, ceramic bowls in quick succession. Something about that is it's just funny to me.
Although the geographic
I can't explain it.
Archaeologists work
more than that, at least.
Ceramic bowls.
The
ceramic
Maya were
bowls.
pantheist. Lady Zack
The Maya were pantheist.
I am Lord.
The Maya kings were strange.
The date on this slab,
supernatural
the 4 miniature
creatures.
gods,
Ritualized
Ritualized
the Maya
bloodletting. She says it in such a casual way.
Maya's scribe.
The Maya used different methods.
Okay, so we're looking for C actually, which needs to be, I think, the monster one.
Although the geographic
Ritualized
the 4 miniature gods. The date
Ritualized.
on this
strange soup.
Okay, that's strange soup. Did they eat strange soup out of their ceramic bowls? I am losing my mind. This game is making me lose my mind already. Jeepers. Strange soup. They need to give me more save games. Because I need to preserve these for all time, some of these. I think G is the only one I haven't corrected that was wrong. Oh no, I need to fix J as well. This needs to be the jewelry.
the Maya ball game.
In addition to
Okay, J.
ceramic bowl.
The Maya were pantheistic.
Okay, you know what? It's that she says ceramic bowls in exactly the same intonation that she says ritualized bloodletting. And like, those are two very different things. I don't know why I'm trying so hard to explain why these things are funny to me and why I'm like obsessing over trying to describe why they're funny. Maybe it's just because there's nothing else going on. Literally nothing else going on right now.
Strange supernatural creatures,
There,
sometimes
that looks
called
like it's in order.
monsters.
Okay,
played an
thank you.
important
Shut up,
role
shut up,
in
shut up,
modern
shut up, shut up.
mythology.
How do I make you
These
shut up?
monsters were
Oh my god,
often
shut up,
associated
shut
with
up.
the earth,
Oh my god,
caves,
she's in my
or
head.
mountains.
She's transferred
The
into my
bisexual
mind.
monster,
Oh my god, leave me
sometimes called
alone,
the
leave me alone.
celestial
I've been
or cosmic
possessed
monster,
by the audio
may have represented the
narration
sunrise
lady. I just
or a long
completed some
journey.
kind of esoteric ritual to let her like soul be transported in my body or something. Oh my god. I'm terrified. Okay, I'm going to bed. I'm going to bed. I'm going to my hotel and I'm going to bed. I don't care if Henrik wants to have his performative fall off the pyramid. I'm not emotionally prepared for that. I need to go to bed. One thing I appreciate about this game is like how aggressively average and like mid hotel room is. Like it's the most normal room in like any Nancy Drew game, which makes it kind of a novelty in itself in the Nancy Drew games. Can I not look at her suitcase in this game? Wow, that sucks. You know what? Maybe this is the real reason why I don't like this game. We can't even look at her suitcase. Oh, it's 1:15 a.m.? Nancy's up late. She's working late because she's a detective. Togo. H-O-T-T-O-G-O. You can take me hot Togo. And here is where I make the mortifying confession that I don't actually know how to do the hot to go dance properly, so I was just flailing my arms in the air, kind of like Kermit the Frog. But anyway, I also have another confession to make. This is my exact desktop wallpaper right now. I have the same one. I love Togo. I deeply appreciate that Chapel Roan made a song all about him. She can appreciate the finer things in life, like Nancy Drew's dog, Togo. He's a hot dog. That's what she was meaning. Hot Togo. He's a hot dog. I am losing my mind. Oh, look at this meta comment. Why is everyone's phone prefixes 555? Question mark, question mark. Strange. That's because you're in a video game, babes. Be sure to check in with Bess and George. Alright, Bess and George. We gotta do it because, you know, we obviously haven't been able to recently. We haven't been able to check in with them in a long time. Anything could have happened to them. Okay, I know it's like 2 a.m. But Bess, we need to yap. I need a yap session stat. This end yap. Nancy's aggressively mid-hotel room and Nancy Drew Secret of the Scarlet Hand and yap.
George and I are in the middle of a heated game of Go Fish.
They're up at like 2 a.m. playing Go Fish.
Last time I made mincemeat out of her. Anyway, we don't want to make you homesick. How's the internship going?
So far, so good.
Actually, it
There's
doesn't
a
make me
lot of
homesick.
excitement about the
After
upcoming exhibit,
Blackmore Manor,
especially since we have the Palenque
I can't
monolith.
feel the same about Go Fish.
The monolith. It's a
The
giant block of
monolith.
stone
Ever
recently
heard of it,
excavated from a
Ness?
cave near Palenque in Mexico. Apparently, it's a very big deal. They think it's 1,500 years old.
So, have you seen it? This, monolith?
Yeah, it's humongous. Must weigh a ton.
Like how big? As big as a refrigerator?
Bess is like,
Maybe
what's the biggest
Bigfoot's
thing I can think
refrigerator.
of?
Sorry,
A
Nancy,
refrigerator?
but how would a
A
person tell this
Bigfoot's
monolith apart from,
refrigerator.
say, some other big rock?
Well, for one thing,
Big
it has
I love how
Maya
they're
glyphs
just like,
carved
this
into
is
it.
just a big rock.
Pictures that represent words or ideas, also known as logographs.
Joanne is like
Joanna says the
orgasming
glyphs
over
might
how
be a message from
impressive
King
this
Pakal.
monolith is
What
and how
kind
much
of
of a
message?
get
We
it
don't
is
know
for
yet.
Beach Hill.
Henrik Vanderhoof,
And George is
Beach
like,
Hill's epigrapher, is
what's so
working on a
special about this
translation.
big
Who was
rock?
the King Pakal?
He's considered one of the great Maya rulers. He reigned at the height of the Maya civilization.
Well, Nancy, you're sounding very curatorial.
Very curatorial.
Indeed. We've been worried that you would be a little bored without a mystery to solve, but it sounds like your brain will have plenty to chew on.
The whole Maya culture is a mystery to me at the moment. The last thing I'm going to be is bored. I'm sure of that.
Speaking of kings, this card game's not over yet, Bess.
Yes, well, I hope you've got plenty of bait for your fishing pole, dear
I love
cousin.
that.
Okay,
That's the
you two.
exact
I'll call back later.
kind
Call back
of
soon. Yeah, and good
trash
luck.
talk I use when I'm playing Go Fish as well. I love that they're up at 2 a.m. playing
Fun day.
Go Fish.
I need a disc.
These nerds. That's their idea of a wild Friday night, staying up until 2 a.m. playing, like, baby's first card
I need
game.
a disc.
What is this, Nancy? Thank you. I was putting it in the wrong space. Please enter your password. Password. Wrong. Try again. We gotta do it for the hint. I feel like some... Wrong. Try again. We'll play along. Cocoa Kringle. That sentence wouldn't be grammatically correct. I feel like some Cocoa Kringle? What does that mean? Does it mean like he wants to eat Cocoa Kringle? Or does he just feel like a Cocoa Kringle? You know what I think about all the time? I don't know if any of you listen to him, but I love Sturgill Simpson. And on his most recent album, one of the songs starts out with, I feel like a piece of rice paper. And I think about that all the time. I'm like, Sturgill Simpson, you were so right when you said I feel like a piece of rice paper. I do feel like a piece of rice paper. He just gets me. So maybe Sonny's like that. He's like, I feel like a Cocoa Kringle. I feel like Sonny June would also like that Sturgill Simpson song. He would relate. Convomatic narration, so I've already done that. JR is hounding me to get this done, Joanna Riggs. Okay, well, that doesn't matter. We can ignore that. Stuff to remember. Okay, this is the Maya number system. Sonny's I'd rather be counting a sheep guide. I love how, like, frank and honest Sonny is about the activities in this game being incredibly boring. Just immensely boring. Picture this, each dot is an individual fingerprint, greasy from spicy wontons. That is a disgusting image. Thanks, Sonny. 1 dot is 1, 2 dots 2, 1 bar is 5. Here's the catch. If it doesn't look exactly like a dot or a bar, it doesn't count. Squigglies, ovals, incomplete dots, crooked bars, chocolate bars, mini stars, horseshoes, shamrocks, diamonds, half moons, scribbles, dribbles. None of these count. Also, the Maya often put decorative marks next to their numbers, so just ignore anything that's not a bar and or dot. I repeat, anything that doesn't look like a plain old dot or bar is out. Easy as sleeping on the job, right? You know he does that all the time. Not quite. Some gods also represent numbers. They're pretty tough to pick out at first, but they'll grow on you, just like mold on cheese. Great. Some good rules of thumb. 1 has fish lips, really big nose, and a set of good teeth. 2 has a big hat with 5 fingers and a semi-oval in it. 3 looks like a doctor. 4 has his or her tongue sticking out. 5, ho, has wrinkles and a fancy hat. 6 wears an eye patch with an X in it. 7 wears rectangles of glasses and a small oval on the forehead. 8 has a curly forehead ornament and a peace symbol on cheek. 9 has a beard or acne. 10 looks like death, no nose and a removable jaw. 11 is frothing at the mouth and has 3 curly ovals on the head. 12? 13 has a T on the cheek. 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, and 19 all look like the original numbers, but with the removable jaw of Lahun. I'm sure we'll figure it out. I have done in the past. Stuff to forget. Oh, Space Baby. It's what they call him at the club. Dissertation topic. Sonny's writing his dissertation. The demise of the ancient Maya. Drought, plague, or UFO. Well, I can tell you what it wasn't, Sonny. Why and how did Maya civilization disappear so quickly? Maya were sophisticated astronomers. Were they trying to achieve space travel? Well, I can tell you that answer quickly. No. Great Amerindian civilizations like the Maya and Inca believed to have contact with extraterrestrials. Were the temples actually control towers? No. Research. 20th century artist Manuel Mendoza and spaceship motif. Claims that Maya disappearance on Earth was due to departure for other worlds. Claims that many flying saucers sighted today are being piloted by Maya elders. You're gonna research that? That's something that you're gonna research? How is he gonna research that? And what kind of sources could he find about that? See, this is just proof that being in Beach Hill Museum makes you loopy, makes you lose your mind. Oh my god, I've stayed up till 3:30 a.m. reading Sonny's freaking notes about Mayan senior citizens driving around with their little UFOs. Good grief. Morning, Nancy. I just realized why Henrik hasn't had his great fall yet. It's because, like, the inciting incident of this game hasn't happened yet. Because there's, like, a huge chunk of time in this game before the inciting incident actually happens. Where you're just, like, puttering around, doing tasks, doing your job. I gotta say I love that strippers and burlesque dancers.
Come in.
Love Beach Hill Museum.
Come in.
I'm trying to, Joanna. I'm trying to.
How are the tasks coming along?
How are the tasks coming along?
Why did you become a museum curator?
I became a curator because I want to help make artifacts available to as many people as possible. That's all that matters, isn't it? Unless you're Alejandro Del Rio.
That's so manipulative. I don't like Joanna. Joanna's the real Beach. She's putting the beach in Beach Hill.
I got an email from him one day saying he heard the news about Beach Hill getting the monolith. He said he'd drop everything to come here and translate those glyphs. He was even willing to take a pay cut. What could I say except giddy up? You're hired.
I say that all the time, Joanna. All the time. I'm just like, giddy up.
Where was he working before?
At the Chaco Canyon Cultural Center in New Mexico.
I've got
There's
work
so
to do.
many.
Carpe diem.
Wait a moment. You're supposed to say Semper Ubi Sabubi. Get out of here. There's so many, like, phrases in this game that are just so fun to say. They just roll off the tongue. Chaco Canyon Cultural Center. How great is that to say? Ritualized bloodletting. Isn't it just so fun to say ritualized bloodletting? I'm just mesmerized by his work ethic.
I see you succeeded in reconstructing that Maya pot.
Oh, Henrik's proud of me!
You know what the glyph on it means?
Something like, don't play ball in the house?
Sassy
Place
Nancy,
name
sassy
glyphs
Nancy.
are some of the rarest and most
He's
difficult
like,
to
I'm
translate.
just not even gonna
Even most of
dignify
my
that with a
colleagues wouldn't have
response.
clue about this one. But I'm a rare breed myself, Nancy, and this is one of my areas of expertise.
Henrik doesn't have time for my tomfoolery. Yes, throwback.
In the words of Nicholas Falcone, come on, spill it.
The glyph on that pot signifies
Nicholas
the great
Falcone was
ancient
the
Maya
first
city of
person
Copan
to
in
ever
Honduras.
say, come on,
There
spill
happens
it.
to be a very important dig going on there right now.
Do you know any of the archaeologists there?
I have a few connections. Yes, I'm keeping up with the action by ham radio.
That means that he's had an affair with multiple people working on the dig. 100%.
See you around, Henrik.
He has had relations with those archaeologists. Now, I truly believe that Henrik van der Heun is a bisexual icon. That is a firmly held belief for me.
I shouldn't be messing around with this without
You're
permission.
so boring, Nancy. Just do it.
Howdy.
Can I give that
Howdy.
ham radio a try?
Absolutely not. The radio is a
Howdy.
tool, not
Giddy
a
up.
toy. One has to be extremely careful about the kind of
Oh, he
information
really
one
doesn't have time
sends
for
out
my
over the airwaves.
tomfoolery.
and I do not have time to monitor you. And besides, the vacuum tubes have been terribly fussy lately. If another one blows, I think I'll go mental.
I think I'm already going mental,
See you
Henrik.
around,
I
Henrik.
can't believe
That'll be
I've
fine.
literally lost my mind before the inciting incident in this game has even happened. I've lost it before that has even happened. Okay, let's go number some Mayas.
Just one more tile.
What? What do you... Oh. Okay, apparently there's one by the altar that I missed in the garden. Is this the altar? Yes, okay. There we go. Giddy up, as I always say. It's my catchphrase, really. Giddy up. Okay. Giddy up is right. Let's giddy up into this puzzle. 0 is the turtle shell. It's a blue shell from Mario. And 1 dot is 1. Okay, then we ignore everything that isn't a dot or a bar. Wait, no, but 1 is Hun with fish lips and a really big nose and a set of good teeth. Then what's the 1 dot? No, okay, this is right. Not all the faces are used. Okay, 2. Big hat with 5 fingers on it. Oh, this could be him. Big hat. 3 looks like a doctor. This one. This is the 4. And then there's 5. Tell me what 6 looks like. An eye patch with an X. Okay, that's perfect. It's already in the right place. 7. 7 is there. That is 7. 8. 5 plus 3 is 8. Yes, okay. 9. Has a beard or acne. This one? Mayan ghosts are whispering in my ear in a creepy way. 10. 11. 12. 13 has a T on the cheek. This is 13. 14.
That looks right.
Oh, okay. Okay, I didn't even touch the bottom row. That looks right. Look at me. Look at me. Getting things done.
Howdy.
See you
Howdy.
around, Henrik.
Giddy up, Henrik. I feel like I've never talked to him this much in the first half of the game. I've never heard him say howdy before, but I'm kind of obsessed with it. Look at that. I've done everything, Joanna. I have nothing more to do.
How are the tasks coming
They're
along?
done.
I've got work to do.
They're
Carpe
done.
diem.
They're done, Joanna. Let's go visit reluctantly Taylor Sinclair, the overstuffed pillowhead. What does that mean, to be an overstuffed pillowhead? That he just has like a lot of fluff in his brain? Is that what they're insinuating? What an ugly building. Oh, he's ready to speak. I love making them pop up like little gophers.
It's about time. Oh, my fears are like maggots infesting my poor old carcass.
That's disgusting.
They're from Oaxaca.
No, that's disgusting. I'm not trying to cut back. I don't think that's a good message for kids. I think eat cookies if you want cookies.
No, thank you. You said Beach Hill is in jeopardy. I need to know why.
The art world is being ransacked, Nancy. Prudence Rutherford, a major patron of the arts, had her fire ruby necklace stolen from her villa in Topeka. 2 weeks later, a whole display case full of rare Maya artifacts was heisted from a museum in New Mexico.
His voice performance is so good. Heisted. I like when he puts like all his emphasis into like the first syllable of the word prudence. Heisted. It's impeccable.
What does this have to do with Beach Hill?
I'm just telling you, this community, our friends and colleagues, my people are being systematically trounced by thugs. Who's to say Beach Hill won't be next? You've got to do something.
Doesn't Beach Hill have a security system in place?
The museum has a basic alarm system, but it's not exactly state-of-the-art. I've urged Joanna to approach the board about making some security upgrades, but she just keeps saying that the timing isn't right to ask for money.
That's because she bankrupted herself building that indoor garden.
I understand your concern, but what can I do to help?
We need your eagle eyes. We need your bat ears. We need you to sniff out the stink of trouble.
Now hold on, that kind of sounds like you're, insulting me, Taylor. What about my ears? The dialogue in this game is really good. A moment of appreciation for the dialogue. I'm just a detective, you know I'm not bionic. Sounds what you really need is a new breed of police dog. Like, these lines are both so good, they're both bangers.
I'll do my best, but it sounds like what you really need is a new breed of police dog.
Don't play modest mouse with me.
What does he keep bringing up animals. Like, I've got eagle eyes. I've got bat ears. I'm like a modest mouse. He mentioned, like, ducks and cats before. His mind is just like a barnyard in there. Modest mouse? Most people call me Nosy Parker. But anyway.
Okay, no more flattery. Hey, that's an interesting piece. There, by your desk. Something
by interesting,
tells me
you
it's
mean
not a Maya
ugly.
artifact.
How about that rubber shark?
Oh, I
The
bet he
artist's
likes
name
the
is
shark.
Poppy Dada. She's a
Dada.
teenager in South Dakota. The art world is going bananas over her stuff. I'll unload that one for some serious dinero.
I'm surprised he didn't make some kind of monkey comparison talking about bananas.
Is Poppy Dada her real name?
I don't know.
Joanna says you performed an act of wizardry in helping Beach Hill acquire the Pakal carving.
Getting those provenance docs together was a pig and a half. Oh, they're on the up and up, I assure you. But to have been at the height of my career back before the crackdown, those were the days.
A pig and a half? What does that mean? See, his mind. It's like a zoo in there. It's a literal zoo. A pig and a half. I have
Maybe
to question
sometime
that.
I'll tell you a sad story I call How Mexico Lost Its Sense of Humor. Not today, though, Nancy.
Is that related to pigs in any way, Taylor? I'm gonna Google pig and a half. I need to know if it's a real saying or not. What does it mean? It's not a real saying. There's a place called Pig and a Half in Swindon, in the UK. A hog roast and BBQ catering. But pig and a half is not a saying. Like, what does it mean? This game, I can see why it's making me lose my mind, because they just casually throw in things like, oh, this was a pig and a half to do. And you're just supposed to be like, oh yeah, you're right. It was a pig and a half. Like, that is... I don't know, I love it. I love it and I hate it. Yeah, Alejandro is spitting straight facts and accusing you of these things
a modern-day
that are true.
That you're robbing Mexico of its cultural history.
Call out post for Taylor
And
Sinclair.
I say Alejandro is the real bully of the playground. A lunch money extortionist who loves nothing more than to see the other boys and girls go hungry.
You know, what Alejandro said about you, Taylor, had like an actual basis in reality. What you just said about Alejandro has no basis in reality. There's no logic behind that statement.
When you sell a piece of art,
what's his line about like a pig in a suitcase?
Standard, 10%. It's no king's ransom, unless of course you sell something for $1 million.
The suitcase
Too bad I'm not allowed to put that
Okay.
monolith on the market, huh?
He says something like a pig in a suitcase, or something like that.
I'd better get going.
Keep up the good work.
So pig and a half. I'm still thinking about pig and a half. So like the meaning of that is like, instead of saying like, oh, that was a beach, that job was a beach to do, you'd say that was a pig and a half to do. But what, the pig and a half? Like a half a pig? What does... I know, you know what, you just can't explain this game. It's just, I never thought about how unhinged this game was until I fully immersed myself inside it, and my brain is just full of ceramic bowls and pig in a half. And I just don't even know what is going on anymore. We've got multiple things we gotta incorporate more into our vocabulary. Pig and a half, for one. Giddy up, for two. Giddy up, Alejandro. I'm sure this whole situation won't be a pig and a half for you to deal with.
Buenos dias.
He is unmoved by my pig and a half reference.
Why did Mexico choose to lend the monolith to Beach Hill and not some other museum?
Johanna Riggs outbid everyone. I had no idea a small museum like Beach Hill could afford such an expensive arrangement.
Embezzlement, fraud, something of that sort, I imagine.
Do you consider Henrik a conquistador, along with Joanna Riggs and Sinclair?
Henrik is a student of my culture and my heritage. I'm not trying to buy and sell it. We don't agree on everything, especially not baseball, but I have nothing against him.
I should get back to the museum.
Goodbye.
I am formulating a theory that has no basis in fact. But I I think Henrik and Alejandro are friends with benefits. Purely based on the fact that Alejandro doesn't hate him, and I now have this theory that Henrik is bisexual and promiscuous. Also because I like this game, I gotta find my entertainment where I can make it. And I make it in obsessing over tiny voice lines like pig and a half, and ritualized bloodletting, and headcanon every single character as queer in some way. In some kind of way. Oh, Henrik is gone. Surely the museum couldn't have suffered a catastrophic loss in some way. Oh my god.
Beach Hill's been hit.
No.
Sit tight, Nancy. The police are on their way.
This is definitely not a giddy up sort of situation. We're giddying down. I don't know what I'm saying. I don't know what I mean. Wow. Oh my god. The Pakal carving has been stolen. This is a pig and a half. I don't think that's an appropriate situation to use pig and a half, but they left a handprint in blood. They left a bloody handprint. This is so dramatic. Joanna, what's kicking? What's cooking?
Someone has cooked up my worst nightmare and served it to me on a plate.
I literally am a psychic. How did I come in and say what's cooking? And she responded appropriately to that. She's like, what's cooking? My worst nightmare.
Beach.
I mean beach?
I'd like to have a look at the crime scene myself. Did the police turn up any clues?
The police took some samples for the crime lab, but they couldn't promise any overnight results. So if you want to put your little magnifying glass up to the scene, it's fine with me.
That's a little patronizing, Joanna. You know what I'm putting up? I'm putting up with you, lady. I'm putting up with your nonsense, which is a pig and a half to deal with, I'll tell you. You know what? It's even more than that. It's 2 pigs to deal with. Maybe 2.5 pigs. You know, we gotta turn the other cheek. We gotta keep our dignity.
Great.
Even
I'll
if
let
she's
you know
patronizing
if I find
me.
anything.
Go to it.
I will. I gotta be prepared to put my little magnifying glass up to the scene. I'm ready. You know what? That is so condescending. I don't even have a magnifying glass, Joanna. I'm a 21st century detective. I use floppy drives and laptops. Oh my god, yeah, I'm pretty sure my magnifying glass is helping me detect this. I'm pretty sure that's a handprint. A handprint made of blood. Pretty positive that's what that is. And some kind of glyph. Mayan glyph. Okay, Henrik. Henrik, can you translate this glyph for me? Can you glyph me a clue? Oh my god, he's not here. Henrik, where are you? Are you beach chillin' in the? Are you beach chillin' in the indoor garden? Are you beach chillin' here? You don't be chillin' here. Now, where on earth could he be? Where on earth is Henrik Vanderheim? Oh, he's not. He's not about to come tumbling down the staircase, which is what I thought. I was setting everything up for that. And then that didn't happen. That's the second time. That's the second time I've done that so far. What's this? Nancy, something's come up and I'll be gone for a bit. Your mission. In the meantime, run through the temple activities to verify that all questions can be answered based on information available elsewhere in the museum. We don't want a little rascal rebellion on our hands when the exhibit opens now, do we? What do you mean? Be back ASAP. Fucks Henrik. Oh my god. You know what, he may be like 48 years old, but Henrik knows the slang of the times. In 2025, he'd be using emojis correctly, including the sobbing one. It wouldn't just be when he's like sad. And he'd be like using words like Riz. He'd be like, no cap, Nancy, you're so detective pilled.
You have voicemail. Press 0 to retrieve messages.
Nancy, hi. It's Franklin Rose. I'm calling
Hey,
because
it's Franklin.
This theft is very bad news for the museum.
It's bad news,
You can't
bears.
imagine the limb we went out on to acquire that Pakal
Now
carving.
I'm using a lot of animal
main
metaphors.
attractions.
Sinclair's perspective has like infected my
To
brain.
take you away from your internship, but if you can do a little investigating, well,
why do they keep describing my detective work with the adjective little?
Grateful.
I feel very condescended to.
And Nancy,
little investigating, little magnifying glass. I'll just give you a little slap on the face, how about?
Boswell, Jackson, and Rose, how may I direct your call?
This is Nancy Drew, calling for Franklin Rose, please.
Just a minute, please.
Nancy,
so
hello?
Franklin, what do you think about the situation? A whole pig and a half, right?
Not really, but something tells me this case is going to get complicated.
Oh, Nancy, you zero in on a case like a heat-seeking missile, don't you? I feel so much better knowing you're going to follow up on every lead.
This man just compared me, a teenage girl, to a heat-seeking missile. This game is... I was supposed to say this game is good. I still wouldn't call this game good. The dialogue is incredible, though.
Thanks, Mr. Rose.
That's what I'm here for.
Oh, that was it. Okay. Good talk, Franklin. Let's go tell Joanna about my little investigation. My cutesy-wootsy, eensy-weensy investigation.
Need something?
What do you mean, need something? You need something. You need my help, Beach. Admit it. I really don't like Joanna. I really don't like her. I think she's entitled, I think she's rude, and I think she's self-absorbed.
Have you seen Henrik? I found a piece of paper inside the Pakal display case. It had some glyphs on it and a print of a red hand. I'm hoping he can give me a translation.
What am I, fish food? Henrik's not the only one around here who can read a glyph, you know.
You know what, I'm beginning to think it was like the writer of this game who just had animals on the brain. Fish food.
Sorry, Joanna. I thought I was supposed to go to Henrik with all my glyph questions.
The police showed me the note. It said, the magician
I love how
suffers
she's like,
yellow
one of
death,
my fish food,
means.
Henrik's not the only one who can
Apparently,
translate the
just
glyph,
couldn't
and then
come
she
up with
goes
the glyphs
ahead
for
and,
the
like,
curator suffers flaming
completely
purple disgrace.
mistranslates the glyph. Like, that is so funny to me.
I'm curious about the red handprint the thief left. Does it have any significance in
No,
Maya
I mean, it has
culture?
significance
Fate, I can't
in
help you there. What I
American
want to know
culture.
is what the hand was printed with. It's obviously not
She's
finger paint. Why don't you do a little
threat.
analysis on it in
Blood.
the lab?
Danger. Scary. These are my associations.
I haven't seen Henrik since the theft. Where do you think he could be?
Who knows?
Who knows? I hate her so much. I'm just realizing. No, you know what? Hate is a strong word. Hate this the same zoo as my monkey. but it is not my monkey. My monkey is actively disliked. I actively dislike this woman. You know what? I started out this video on a perfect note with my monkey metaphor, so actually it wasn't so stupid and unhinged and nonsensical as I first thought. In fact, it makes perfect sense. It strikes the perfect tone.
Need something?
Because this game is all about animal metaphors and just being unhinged.
Do you think Alejandro would
Are we accusing Alejandro of stealing the Pakal carving?
Mexico's artifacts?
Hold on.
Who knows?
Who knows?
I've got work to do.
See you around.
Shut the beach up. God, she's annoying. Okay, is it time now? Just take a stroll through the garden. I just got a hankering for a stroll through the garden, you know? Just calms me in times of strife like this. When Joanna's got my blood up. Is that a saying? I think it's got my hackles up, maybe? She's also got my hackles up. She's got my blood up, she's got my hackles up, she's got my penis up. Oh no! Henrik! Did you take a tumble?
Henrik!
He's so performative. Oh my god, those groans. Drama queen. It was just a little fall.
Wow. Henrik must have taken a real nosedive off that pyramid.
Do you think he just fell, Nancy? Or was he pushed? Sounds like you need to find out about hospital visiting hours.
Yeah, but You'd better get the lowdown from Joanna first.
George is right. She is your supervisor after all.
She's my strange supervisor. Okay, oh my god, I'm just saying stuff now. Saying stuff that doesn't make any sense.
First the Pakal carving is stolen, and now my star glyph man bumps his head and forgets his own name? What's next, Nancy? Del Rio pulls the plug on the monolith, the board clams up on my funding, my mother posts my old prom pictures on the internet.
Oh my god, I feel like I'm just repeating myself over and over, but the dialogue in this game is truly so good. Like, I think this game is a really good example of one of my critiques about the dialogue in Mystery of the Seven Keys. Like, this dialogue is so, like, specific, and it uses such kind of unique vocabulary choices, like sometimes in strange ways, like pig and a half. What does that mean? But I feel like it's having a lot of fun with the dialogue. My star glyph man, the board clams up, and then like being so just a very specific situation of my mother post my old prom pictures on the internet. Mystery of the Seven Keys could never. I'm so sorry.
Take it easy, Joanna.
Just
I'm sure
be
everything
chill,
is going to be okay.
Joanna.
What I need from you right now is action, not commentary, Nancy. Will you follow up with the hospital and see if there's anything we can do to get Henrik's marbles back?
There's no need to be such a beach, Joanna.
I'll call right away.
You can also pick up Henrik's mail if he gets any. Keep the lab in order and just try to help me keep the entire museum from going up in smoke.
I am your unpaid teenage intern. It is just so unprofessional to put that much responsibility on my shoulders. Joanna is a bad boss. Okay, I gotta call the hospital, and I gotta spectroanalyze this handprint, right? Insert a sample and press start. Gotta put the handprint in the analyzer receptacle. Close the analyzer receptacle. Press start. Spectro X Archeo Analyzer. It's a Krollmeister product. Take a shot if you're waiting for the Krollmeister mention. Processing sample, please wait. How long is this gonna...
I've got a graph of the chemical used for the handprint. Now I've got to match it up with a known substance.
There we go. EZPZ. Match.
That's
HDS. Mercuric sulfide. Off.
I should
That was
take
quite
the
a
handprint
racket.
with
Oh
me.
yeah, that's evidence. I do probably need that. Wait. Oh, I can't open it when it's off. Okay. Put that back in
That
there.
doesn't work.
Shut up!
S stands for sulfur.
I feel like Nancy needs to realize these things.
According to this chart, Hg stands for mercury, so the handprint was made from mercury and sulfur.
She's putting it together.
You have voicemail.
Oh my god.
Press 0 to retrieve messages.
This message is for Nancy Drew. Hi, Nancy. This is Nurse Bluefoot calling from Eleanor Roosevelt Memorial Hospital in regards to Henrik Vanderheun. I believe you're a colleague of his? Since Mr. Vanderheun was admitted, he has repeated your name several times in states of semi-consciousness.
Henrik cares.
As we've been unable to contact any of his family members, we're hoping you might be willing to act as Henrik's support person as he begins the difficult process of restoring his memory. Please call me as soon as possible to discuss this. My direct line is 202-555-4000. Thank you.
Was I supposed to write that down? What? I didn't write that down. I didn't take a picture
You have no voicemail.
of it. What the heck do they expect children to do if they didn't catch his phone number?
Nancy, hi.
Oh no.
It's Franklin Rose.
No.
I'm calling because
I have to listen to all my voicemails.
this theft.
I should have just checked the
limb
walkthrough.
we went
I'm
out
such a
on to
bozo.
acquire.
This
It's
is
been
what
one
we
of the
call a
museum's
pig and a
main
half.
attractions.
Having to listen to all this voicemail
I
again.
don't
A real
want
pig and a
to take
half.
you away. This message is for Nancy Drew. Hi, Nancy. 202-555-4000.
I can't believe the game doesn't write that down for you. That is so cruel. I guess 555-4000 is fairly easy to remember, but I didn't remember it.
this is Nurse Bluefoot.
Nurse Bluefoot, this is Nancy Drew. You left me a message regarding Henrik Vanderheun. How is he?
Nancy Drew? Oh, thank goodness. Oh, I'm so relieved.
Oh.
We've been unable to locate any family members, and we do like amnesia patients to have at least one personal support person when they begin reality orientation.
How did they, like, squeeze the most entertaining performance out of every single one of their voice actors? It's so good.
What's reality orientation?
Well, reality orientation
I
is
need
a
to go
kind of
through
treatment
that, I think.
helps the patient get reacquainted with the facts and circumstances of his or her life. Henrik has not actually lost his memory. It's just that his brain is injured in such a way that he can't access the place where the memories are stored.
I see. So we need to help him find the trail of crumbs. Is that it?
Exactly.
Trail of
First, we do
crumbs.
repetitive memory exercises to help Henrik relearn the basic facts, like his name and address, the name of his parakeet, if he has
Animals?
one, the
And
date,
also
and
very
so on.
specific. Again, another good
Second,
example of
we
something
try
that's
to
very specific.
stimulate Henrik's sensory
And, like, what
memories in order to
makes
help
what would
trigger
otherwise be a
or
kind of
find the
boring
way back to
line of
his
dialogue be more
cognitive
interesting.
memory.
There are some good lessons in here about writing dialogue in this game. Well, some you don't want to take away with you. maybe like pig and a half. But no, you know what? I'm a pig and a half stan. I like pig and a half.
What are cognitive memories?
A cognitive memory is something that you know or remember intellectually. For example, how do you know the name of this planet? Somewhere along the way, you learn that it's called Earth, and you just remember. But say you bump your head and forget the name of this planet. You don't know where in the solar system you're floating.
Yikes.
Yikes!
Exactly. But then
Big
I show
yikes
you a picture
moment.
of our marvelous blue and green globe. Suddenly you remember. That glorious sight is Earth. I live on the planet
Oh, the
Earth.
delivery is so
This
good.
is how a sensory memory can trigger a cognitive or intellectual one.
I still don't understand where I come in.
You can't help Henrik remember his childhood, but you can probably help him remember his work. And who knows where that will take him. All roads lead to Rome.
So you're
as
saying
they say.
Henrik's
One
going
great
to Rome?
tool is the reality
I
orientation
don't see why he'd
board.
need to go
This is
there.
a place to post information and pictures for the patient to look at over a period of time. You may want to bring in images or photos to place on the board. Things from the museum, perhaps.
I see. Well, I'll be happy to help in any way I can. When are visiting hours?
Visiting hours are 10 to 4 every day, if the patient is not engaged in treatment and if he seems stable.
Great. Is there anything else?
Just remember, Henrik's brain has been knocked around like a peanut,
Like a
in,
peanut
its
in its
shell.
shell. Wait,
He
are they
may
saying he has a
have
tiny little
attention
peanut brain?
difficulties, headaches, anxiety. Sometimes he may seem giddy, too.
Giddy up?
We need to keep these
No, that didn't make any
conditions
sense.
in
That didn't
check.
make any sense.
Don't push him too hard. Or
Nurse
he may
Bluefoot,
have
can I
some
come in
kind
for a
of
reality orientation?
meltdown.
I think I need one. Actually, I don't want to be aware of reality. I want a reality unorientation. An unreality orientation.
Thanks for the warning, Nurse Bluefoot.
Be well.
That's such like a spiritual way to end the phone call. I love that. Okay, I need to go, Zach, cook myself some pierogies for dinner. I'll be back before you even know it. For me, it might be up to an hour. For you, it will be but a matter of seconds. Just a blink of an eye and I'll be back after Zach cooking my pierogies and eating them out of a ceramic bowl, probably. Okay, I'm back. My pierogies were so good. In fact, I feel pity for you. I'm sorry for all of you because you didn't get to have these pierogies. That's how good they were. I think we're going to talk to Joanna and be like, hey Joanna, so update. The handprint wasn't made by blood. which I'm kind of disappointed about, but I probably shouldn't tell Joanna that because she'd think I was like a psychopath, probably.
Need something?
She'd be concerned.
I did the chemical analysis you suggested. That red hand was printed with a compound containing mercury and sulfur. Does that mean anything to you?
Sure, cinnabar. The Maya would rub it into their most important carvings to add definition to the artist's
Those
lines.
delicious spicy rolls. Cinnabuns. Where would a person get a supply of Cinnabuns?
Where would a person get a supply of cinnabar?
We use cinnabar here at the museum the same way the Maya did, to keep things as authentic as possible. Henrik orders those kinds of supplies, but we've been out of stock for quite a while. The last I heard, there was some kind of holdup with the distributor.
I've got work to do.
Bye!
Bye! Wow, she doesn't even have anything interesting to say. When she says goodbye to me, that's how little she cares. Not since the first conversation has she graced me with a Semper Ubi Sabubi. Incredibly disappointing to me. We need to contact Mac at Keep It Real Restoration. He's keeping it real, like we're being chill.
Keep it real. Mac speaking.
That's not the voice I expected.
Hi, I'm the new deputy curator over at Beach Hill Museum. I wonder if you could answer a couple of questions for me about our ordering history.
Well, hello there, Beach Hill. Hey, you're not Sunny June.
Hon, you're very observant.
I suppose you caught a ride on a flying saucer, huh? What a riot.
That was such a creepy laugh.
Anyway, you don't need to reorder, do you? Unless you ate last week's shipment for breakfast, that is.
So there hasn't been a hold-up at the distributor or anything like that?
Hold up? Oh, I don't know where you heard that. We've got enough mercuric sulfide in-house to sink a ship.
Was the package shipped to the museum?
Oh? Oops, I guess we didn't ship it at all. It looks like the package was picked up here at the warehouse.
Do you know who placed that order?
The initials on the order are J.R.
Joanna Riggs.
Can you remember anything about the person who picked up the package?
I sure can't. Guess I must have been at lunch or something.
You're sure it was last week?
Probably eating the delicious Cinnabon.
Well, thanks for your help.
Sure thing. I hope there wasn't any problem with the stuff, was there? We only used the top-grade mercuric sulfide.
Not that I can hold you responsible for. Make him sweat a little. I like this little kind of ironic comment,
Judging
though.
by the impression it left, I'd have to agree that the
Nancy's
quality was
making
fine.
like a little joke with herself.
A little green in the chemicals department, if you don't mind my saying so. I hope
What does
you
that
know
mean?
that mercuric sulfide is highly toxic. Makes you crazy.
Oh my god, someone has dosed me with mercuric sulfide, I believe. That's what's going on with me. Surely there must be an explanation.
Well, I have heard that mercury poisoning can cause hallucinations.
Oh my god,
and
Joanna.
other symptoms of
Didn't I say
psychosis.
Joanna was imagining
looks like I've got
Henrik
another
having a
call coming
pointy
in.
Vanderhead?
You give us a call in about 4 months or so when you start to run out, okie doke? And don't forget to keep it real.
This guy has a lawsuit waiting to happen. Oh my goodness. Now the walkthrough is calling Henrik Hendrik. What is going on? Like, is this like a cursed game? Everyone who plays this game loses their mind. Oh, he's dead. Look at him. Look at his little feetsies sticking up. He knows nothing. He remembers nothing. This is so exciting. We get to find out so much interesting information about Henrik. Put up that. Hey Henrik, check out this handprint. It may look like it's made of blood, but it actually isn't. It's made of mercury sulfide, otherwise known as Cinnabon.
You look familiar. Is it time for my snack?
Yes, I bought your Cinnabon.
Hi, Henrik. I'm Nancy. We met at Beach Hill before your head injury.
Beach Hill?
Beach Hill is a museum here in Washington, D.C. The curator's name is Joanna Riggs. You were working there, and that's where your accident happened. Do you remember anything about the accident?
Joanna Riggs. Is that the woman who called to pick my brain for an access code?
What access code would that be?
Where in my poor banged-up head would I be keeping access codes? I don't even remember my own birthday. So if you're here to squeeze me for details, you're wasting your time.
Sound a little defensive there, Henrik. Do y'all subscribe to the theory that Henrik is faking his amnesia? Is it a scamnesia? Or Is he for real? Is it... What's a word that sounds like am and means true? I have no idea.
According to Nurse Bluefoot, you haven't lost any data. Your brain just doesn't know how to locate certain things.
Wait,
at the
that's
moment.
just what happened to
need
me.
To give it some clues.
How,
Art
pray
imitates
tell,
life.
do you intend to do that?
I'll visit, we'll talk. Sometimes I'll bring you pictures.
Pictures? Well, isn't this nice?
He still remembers pretentious sayings like, pray tell.
Come on, Henrik. You'll feel much better once things start coming back to you. I've got a picture with me if you'd like to give it a try.
Fine, I'll do it.
Okay, here we go. These symbols mean the magician suffers yellow death.
Your translator is sloppy. I should know. I am the author of the original work.
Oh,
author?
Spicy? Things are getting spicy, like some
At first, Glyph is
cinnabar?
the fool, not the magician. Furthermore, any decent epigrapher knows those glyphs refer to the infamous plague of oozing hives. A fitting curse for a fool, don't you think? I rather like it.
A plague of oozing hives. I guess it could be worse for me than losing my mind.
If you wrote this note, then you must have
Henrik,
stolen
I
the carving of King
accuse
Pakal.
you.
Did you?
I don't remember.
I'm investigating the theft of the Pakal carving. Please, Henrik, try to remember something.
Who in the world is Pakal? Oh, my head. Oh, the pressure. I can't take any more today, Nancy.
Okay, it's time for some memory.
He's got his
therapy.
eyes closed. He does not
Could you
see.
come back tomorrow?
I feel like if we played him one of those audio recordings from the tour, that would jog his memory. Ritualized bloodletting. That would bring him back real quick. I think this walkthrough is deliberately toying with me. It's deliberately making me feel like I've lost my mind. They called Nurse Bluefoot. Sister Blue Shark, what the heck? What? What that? The effects of Secret of the Scarlet Hand were kicking in.
It's a fiasco, just as I feared. Oh, I'm sick about the whole thing.
Oh, he's so dramatic.
Yes, your fears seem to have been quite visionary.
I was in the museum when it happened.
Do you think it's the same person who carried out those other thefts?
That awful red hand was left on Prudence Rutherford's jewelry box in Topeka, and on the display case in the museum in New Mexico. What's the chance they're not connected?
Do you know Prudence Rutherford personally?
Oh, we saw each other at functions now and then. Poor Prudence. She adored that necklace.
What's the name of the museum in New Mexico?
The Chaco Canyon Cultural Center. They
Chaco
had
Canyon
a beautiful
Cultural
collection
Center.
up there, worth a
It sounds
bundle,
delicious.
too. I appraised some pieces for them a few years back.
Why do you think the thief is leaving this red handprint?
To be a gruesome scoundrel?
He's always talking about scoundrels. One thing about Taylor Sinclair is he's always talking about scoundrels. That's another word I need to adopt. We got giddy up, we got pig and a half. I feel like I'm doing pretty well with giddy up and pig and a half. Now I gotta start using scoundrel more often.
I need a photo of the Pakal carving. Do you have one?
Joanna took the official print for her insurance claim, but I have a couple extras. Here you go.
Swell!
Keep
Giddy
up
up!
the good work.
Okay, wait, no, I'm not finished with you.
There was an incident at the museum.
An incident.
Henrik is in the
No,
hospital
Nancy,
with
it's a
head
really
injury.
funny story.
Poor Henrik.
It is a really funny
Another
story. You should
squabble
tell it
between
in full.
him and Joanna, perhaps? Oh, I'm kidding, but I do remember the time she threatened to push him in the pond. Temper, I'm always telling her.
Temper, I'm always telling her. I love these peek into their interpersonal relationships. She
Thanks for
threatened to
stopping
push
by.
him in the pond. I mean, Henrik does seem a bit lackadaisical, and Joanna is very tightly wound. Very high-strung compared to him. Oh my god, the walkthrough is freaking me out now. This is the only time in the game you can have this conversation. You have to have it now, otherwise you will not be able to finish the game. Oh my god. I haven't been following the walkthrough exactly. Let's hope this works out okay. I might be doomed if this doesn't go through.
Boswell, Jackson, and Rose, how may I direct your call?
This is Nancy Drew, calling for Franklin Rose, please.
Just a minute, please.
Nancy, to what do I owe the pleasure of this call?
I need to contact a woman named Prudence Rutherford.
I think this person is wrong. I've never had trouble completing this game.
Any idea how
I think the walkthrough is lying to
Well,
me.
you're in luck. It so
Maybe not
happens that
intentionally.
Prudence and I sat on the panel of judges for the Kansas Speak No Evil Mime competition for 3 years in a row. Back when I lived in Wichita.
What?
How's that for a small world?
Oh my god, that must compete with the Corn Growers Ball for the hottest event of the year. The Speak No Evil Mime competition, for goodness sake. I love it. Yeah, this is another instance, something super specific, super kind of strange. I love that. Yeah, let's narrow in on this mime competition. Tell me about that, Franklin.
I did. I haven't talked to Prudence in about
He didn't
10
expand
years.
on it?
But let's see if I
Bro,
still
and
have
what
her
are his
old
qualifications
dinosaur of a Rolodex.
to
Yes, here
judge
we
a
go.
mime
Got a
competition?
pen?
A horror
It's
Rolodex.
area code 785-555-7279.
Like, does he have experience in the mime
What's this all
business?
about?
Miss Rutherford had a necklace with a Maya artifact stolen right out of her home. I'm trying to see if there's any connection between these robberies.
You're a real
Oh my god, he must have just seen some water. Ha!
Why
Water!
don't I call ahead and let Prudence know what's going on? That way I can say hello and she'll be expecting you.
Now I think you're reading my mind, Mr. Rose. Thanks.
Not a problem, dear.
Okay, bye. Let's call. Well, should we call this? Like, there's so many phone conversations in this game. We haven't even got to most of them. Do I want to add another phone conversation? No, let's do it. I love Bess and George. We gotta embrace all the time we have with them, because apparently that time is limited. They're still playing
Hey, Bess,
Go
it's
Fish.
Me, Nancy.
It's been like multiple
Everything
days.
was going great until
Is this
someone
like
broke
a
into
Go
display
Fish
case
marathon?
and stole one of the museum's most valuable artifacts, a jade carving of King Pakal.
A theft? When? How? Who are your suspects? Do you have any clues?
Easy, ladies. Let's just say that so far
Easy,
I have more
ladies.
questions than I do answers. But don't worry, I'm on the case.
There goes your low-key internship.
Honestly, Nancy, it never will cease to amaze me how one girl can cross paths with so much trouble.
Okay, we'll gossip about
I
Alejandro.
don't know what to make of
You haven't
Alejandro
mentioned
Del
that he's
Rio,
really
the
attractive.
attaché to the Mexican consulate.
But he's a
His connection to
sexual
Beach Hill.
man.
Right now, he's negotiating the monolith loan agreement between Mexico and the museum.
And what's your
Sexual
confusion?
ambassador
Something to do with
Alejandro
dashing good
Del
looks,
Rio.
I hope.
Well, he is a little bit handsome, but
Little
he
bit?
also seems
What you
very
mean a little
angry
bit?
about all the Mexican antiquities his
They're
country has
rightfully
lost over the
angry.
years.
How have
Rightfully.
they been lost?
They've been taken by
Lost?
explorers
Yeah,
and
stolen.
archaeologists and smugglers. I guess the laws have only recently changed to protect Mexico's rights to its own antiquities.
Well, it sounds like he has a legitimate
Yes,
grudge.
Bess, yes.
But I got the feeling he would do just about anything to get an artifact returned to Mexico.
Oh, he would be justified.
That's what I'm not
No one's
sure
been
of.
murdered.
Well, let's hope he's just a big talker and not a bona fide vigilante.
Somehow, Joanna has gotten the
Somehow?
museum into some
Did you
financial
see
hot water.
the indoor
How'd she do
garden
that?
there?
Yeah, and how hot's the water?
It's all very vague. I want to give her the benefit of the doubt.
She
maybe she
built
just
an
overextended the
entire
budget a little in
Mayan
her effort to acquire the
pyramid
best
in
artifacts
her
for the
museum.
But
But even if her intentions were good,
she may be feeling a little
Nancy's
desperate
like,
to
I
make some
don't
money back quickly.
understand
Desperate enough
how
to
she
steal the
could
Pakal
have
carving, sell
made
it
the
on the black
museum go
market, and
bankrupt.
collect the insurance
I
on it
can
too?
just live
I
in the
know she
museum.
loves the museum. Who knows what she'd do if she were afraid of losing her job?
she's a suspect.
Definitely a suspect.
Why would the
I
thief
agree.
keep leaving that awful red handprint at every crime scene?
Talk about a creepy trademark.
Oh, I'm just glad I haven't seen it. With my
This is something a
sensitive
lot of
psyche,
the older
that type of
Nancy
thing is
Drew
like a
games,
10-year
they're always
warranty
going,
for
talk
nightmares.
about
Does
this,
it have
talk
any
about
meaning in Maya
that. It's
culture?
cute.
Not that I know of.
Well, somebody ought to know. You're surrounded by experts in Maya culture, for gosh sakes.
But maybe it doesn't mean anything at all. Maybe the thief just thinks it's glamorous.
Sure. I mean, who really wants anonymity after all? Thieves have to have style. Something to set them apart, right?
It's not just any old villain that gets a book deal these days.
I'll talk to you later, ladies.
We're rooting for ya.
Yeah, you're doing great.
When I talk to you next time, you better not still be playing Go Fish. That's... I would feel so sad for you. That's such a boring little life in comparison to my jet-setting career as like a world-famous, internationally renowned detective. Apparently I'm supposed to call the Chaco Canyon Cultural Center, but I forgot to take a picture of their phone number. Why couldn't Nancy take this card with her? It really would be quite simple. And I also don't like in this game that they don't actually write down the phone numbers you find. So it can be hard to know that you're supposed to call a certain person because you don't have their number like on the screen to remind you. That's definitely an improvement they made in later games. Yeah, I think this game definitely isn't perfect. I think the characters and dialogue are super fun though. Even if some aspects of the game may be a pig and a half to deal with. You know what I mean.
Chaco Canyon Cultural Center.
Hi, I'm hoping to speak to someone about the theft that happened there recently.
Are you the press?
No, I'm a detective investigating a similar crime in Washington, D.C.
This is Sheila Schultz, the director. What would you like to know?
My name is Nancy
That's a good
Drew.
alliterative
I'm calling
name.
from the Beach Hill Museum in Washington, D.C. I understand you had some rare Maya artifacts stolen recently.
That's right. It's a terrible loss, and the police here have no leads.
Beach Hill was robbed too. We lost one of our prized jade carvings.
I'm very sorry to hear that.
I'm wondering if the robberies are connected. Do you mind if I ask you a few questions about the incident at Chaco Canyon?
Fire away.
I heard the thief left a red handprint at the scene of the crime. Is that true?
Yes. It was very gruesome. It looked like blood, but according to the police analysis, the print was made with a mercuric sulfide paste.
Do you know of any symbolic meaning attached to a red hand?
Don't walk, don't go there, talk to the hand, as my 15-year-old would say. Really, I haven't the slightest idea.
What types of artifacts did the thief get away with?
Only the center's most prized pieces. The case contained 5 pre-Columbian artifacts that were excavated right from this area.
Do you have a list of the stolen pieces?
I know those pieces like the back of my hand. There were 3 pottery pieces, a small stone figurine with a snake head, and an ornamental jade carving.
I'm interested in the jade carving. What did it look like?
It was highly unusual. There was a glyph on it that no one could translate. Until we hired Henrik Vanderheun, that is. His
Henrik,
opinion
a common
was that it's Mayan in
denominator?
origin, and that it may have been a place name glyph for this area. As you can imagine, we regarded it as something of a regional treasure.
Do you know that Henrik Vanderheun works for Beach Hill now?
Yes, I know. His departure was a great loss for us.
Was Henrik still working at Chaco Canyon when the theft occurred?
No, it happened just a few days after he left. I remember because after the police left, the staff and I were so depressed, we went into the lounge and pigged out on the rest of Henrik's farewell cake.
Did you pig and a half out on the cake, would you say?
Do you recall having some appraisal work done by an art dealer by the name of Taylor Sinclair?
How could I forget? He went on and on about the impossibly rare artifacts he could get for us. I said, "Are you an art dealer or a smuggler?" But he assured me that the provenance documents would all be in order. Still, I never did any further business with him. He just seemed slippery.
Sheila is a good reader of character, I would say.
Could you send me a photo of that jade carving so I can take
Sounds
a look
like
at
a
the
bit of a
glyph?
scoundrel.
I'm afraid I sent our only print off to the insurance company. They said they'd return it, but who knows when our claim will be processed. I'm sorry.
Thanks
What
a
do you mean,
million,
thanks a
Sheila?
million?
Feel
She
free
didn't
to
do
call if you have
anything.
any more questions.
Time to catch up on some sleep. We truly are in the portion of the game where it's literally just an endless string of phone calls. What every child loves to do. Oh my god. Oh my god. I didn't take a picture of Prudence's number, did I? But the walkthrough has it, that's fine. I don't feel great about this, but I don't want to go back just to find the number. Actually, didn't what's his face? Franklin give it to me or something? I can't remember where I would have got it. Prudence, my queen!
Hi, this is Nancy Drew, calling from Washington,
She's
D.C.
so iconic.
I'm trying to reach Prudence Rutherford, please.
Oh, yes. Franklin told me you'd be calling. Such dreadful news about Beach Hill.
I love her
I will
voice.
do everything in my power to help you catch those rapscallions.
That's even better than
How
scoundrels.
they violated the sanctity of my domicile. Good heavens.
I'm sorry to hear about your loss. What can you tell me about the necklace?
I can't even think about it. Oh, just the very thought of my precious necklace gone, stranded, orphaned, and in the hands of some dirty stranger makes my blood boil.
Dirty scoundrel.
Where did you purchase the
Wait,
necklace?
I read about the
Good
necklace
heavens,
in the
one does not
magazine.
purchase
We
such
know
a piece.
the
I
provenance of
inherited
it.
it from my mother-in-law. But you see, the necklace means much more to me than just a handful of priceless rubies.
Did the necklace have a lot of sentimental
Just a
value?
handful
Yes,
of priceless
I'm afraid
rubies.
It did. I had the necklace restrung to include an exquisite jade carving as the centerpiece, a genuine artifact of the ancient Maya. The carving is not only one of a kind, but a Rutherford family heirloom given to me by my great-grandfather when I was just a little girl.
Does the carving have any meaning that you know of?
It features a rare glyph. No one's been able to give me a precise translation, but most epigraphers
Oh, we know this
have
as
agreed
well. We
that
read
it
about
has
it in
something
the
to do
magazine.
with a snake, the color green, and the direction south. It's terribly fascinating.
About the theft,
I
where
can't
were
wait.
you
She's
when
probably
it
at
took
some
place?
zany
At
event.
3 a.m.?
Oh.
Well, I was home, of course. Lost in sweet slumber. I don't grace the social circuit the way I used to. That brazen fiend crept right into the bedroom and took my necklace away. Where was I? Picking peaches in the fruit-laden orchards of my dreams. I feel
Prudence
like
is
such
a
fool.
poet. Where was I? Picking peaches in the fruit-laden orchards of my dreams? That is poetry. That is a beautiful Prudence.
Do you think the thief or thieves had any idea of what they were stealing?
Oh, they must have known. The rest of my valuables were left untouched.
Interesting.
Frankly, I don't know whether to be grateful or insulted.
What about evidence?
The first thing I saw when I opened my eyes was this positively ghoulish red handprint on the wall. I nearly jumped out of my skin.
A red handprint was left at the scene of the crime at Beach Hill, too. Ms. Rutherford, I'm almost certain that these robberies were committed by the same person.
But why? What is so special about these carvings?
Oh, I'd love to meet Prudence. I'd love
Ms. Rutherford,
her
I'd
to
like
come
you to meet Beach
here.
Hill's epigrapher, Henrik Vanderheun.
I want to
Is there
meet
any chance
her.
you could fly out to Washington
I
for
want
a
to get
couple
her
of days?
autograph.
I'm afraid that's out of the question. The annual
Oh,
corn
no, she
growers
can't
ball is just
miss
3
the
weeks
corn
away,
growers
and I'm
ball.
the head of the steering
Oh,
committee.
it's in 3 weeks.
Besides, this whole thing has left me so out of sorts. I'm in no condition to travel.
A barn dance? How dare Nancy besmirch the name of the corn growers ball like this?
I understand, Miss
I
Rutherford.
would never.
Is there any other way you could get me some more detailed information about the jade carving?
I can do better than a photo. The insurance company made this dreadful replica of the necklace with the idea that I would wear such a thing to public functions. Please. But I could send that to you if you'd like.
Oh, that would be wonderful. How soon could you have it here?
You'll have it tomorrow or the next day. My
Fast
secretary will
shipping.
have the address of the museum. Now, if that is all you would require, young lady, I will need to attend to other pressing matters.
Like
Thanks
corn
a million, Miss
and
Rutherford.
growing
I won't let
and
you down.
balls.
Call me Prudence. Oh, and Nancy, when you find the villains who did this to me, do me a favor and give them a sound thrashing.
Oh, I
You
sure will.
Goodbye.
I'll pound those scoundrels until they resemble nothing more than a pig and a half. I don't know what that would mean. I said it. That seems to be the theme of this Let's Play. Oh good, we get to talk to my man Alejandro. There's honestly not enough opportunity to talk to Alejandro in this game. I love him.
Hello, Nancy.
Have you heard? The Bacall carving was stolen from the museum.
Oh, I just came to
Well,
gossip
I
with
heard
him.
the
I love
alarms
that.
going off, but it wasn't until Henry called me that I heard the news.
So you were in the museum
And
at
you
the
didn't
time?
say
I
hi?
was dropping off the monolith
Alejandro?
agreement for Joanna, as I said I would.
Did you see anything suspicious?
I was running late. I just figured somebody tripped a wire and I kept going.
It's odd that I didn't see you.
Odd.
I was there on business,
Because
Nancy, not for
surely
tea.
you would have come and said hello if you were at the museum and knew I was there.
Don't you care about the disappearance of such a rare Maya artifact?
That artifact was lost to me as soon as he'd left Mexican soil. So my friend Pacal goes underground for a while until he is sold again. Suddenly, he turns up in Amsterdam or Hong Kong. Unless he is rightfully repatriated to Mexico, what's the difference?
Have you heard?
Have you heard? Henrik Vanderheun fell off the pyramid at the museum. He's in the hospital with a mysterious head injury.
That is terrible news. I hope it's not too serious.
Do you know much about Maya glyphs?
You've got me there. I know Spanish, English, Portuguese, and several indigenous languages, including a quiche and Nahuatl.
He's so
but I have
impressive.
yet to learn the language of glyphs.
He's just like the dream man. He's like kind of underplaying himself, I feel like. Oh my
You
god.
know what Cinnabar
He knows
is?
at least
The red
5
powder
languages.
that the Maya used? Sure, I know it. They use it at Beach Hill too, do they not?
Cinnabar was used to make the red handprint that was left at the scene of the Pakal theft.
What is your point?
Joanna said the museum didn't have any, but the supplier said she ordered some last week.
Have you called the police?
I don't want to jump to conclusions.
Of course. Sister Joanna couldn't
Nancy
possibly
loves
be a thief now,
jumping
could
to
she?
conclusions. She does it all the time. She does it like she's a show jumping dog.
I should get back to the museum.
Goodbye.
Goodbye. I love the way he says goodbye. You hate to leave, but love to hear him say
goodbye.
They're calling him Hendrik again. His name isn't Hendrik, but now it's making me think that what if I've got it wrong? What if his name is Hendrik? This game is making me doubt all my senses. You'd know he'd be snoring so loudly. Look at him. Oh, Nancy. Hello. Oh, he's so feeble. Oh, he answered the questions. He is Henrik. He's not Hendrik. That walkthrough isn't gonna gaslight me like this. I was 61.5. I was way off. I was like 48. He looks so young for his age. My occupation is a pigographer. My marital status is divorced. So geez, he divorced, no kids. Checks out. He's allergic to chicken and bee stings. No, he can't eat my famous bee sting chicken. What will I do when I invite him over to my house on a date? Here? That was such like a Barbie detective kind of question. What should I post here?
Well, look who it is.
Do you remember my name?
Hi, Henrik. I've come to talk Maya King. Let's see if this photo rings any bells. This will help you to remember.
That face. He's as familiar as my own feet.
What? Did you spend a lot of time looking at your feet, Henrik?
Do you know his name?
Pakal. Nancy, this is the stolen carving, isn't it? And I'm the one who took it. I must have. But why? Oh, Pakal.
But why?
What could I have meant by this?
Think, Henrik. Where's the carving now?
I can't remember.
Iconic line. Absolutely iconic line.
All I need is some idea of where to look next. I'll take any scrap of memory you've got, Henrik.
It's still in the museum.
Why would you break into the display case and steal the carving only to leave it in the museum?
To protect him. I had to protect him. Oh, Pakal. Something is going on at that museum, a devious plot. I was the only one who could stand in the way.
Oh my god, a devious plot probably hatched by some scoundrels and scallywags.
What kind of plot?
Forgive me, Nancy, but when I woke up in this hospital bed, I didn't even know my own name. Perhaps the only thing I can offer you is this key. It was found in one of my pockets when I was brought in.
Do you know what lock it belongs to?
I haven't a clue. Take the key now, Nancy. Find out what it opens and return to me, please, with some answers.
We'll get to the bottom of this, I promise.
In the meantime, I'll sit with my friend Pakal and see if he will tell me anything new. You must keep this to yourself for now. It's your only hope of getting to the bottom of this.
I feel like if I ask him any of these questions, he's gonna hit me with the classic, I can't remember.
Did you use Joanna's name last week to place an order for Cinnabar with Keep It Real Restoration?
You're asking the wrong amnesiac.
Do you have anything against Joanna? What about the time she threatened to push you in the pond?
Do you have anything against Joanna?
Who knows?
That's what Joanna said. He's mocking her. He does, because that's so obnoxious whenever she says that. He does have something against Joanna. I need him to say
one of
the
the
line
pieces
again.
that was stolen from the Chaco Canyon Cultural Center was a jade carving with an unusual glyph on it. Do you remember translating it?
I can't remember.
There we go.
You rest up. I'll be
That's
back.
all I needed
I'll
from
do
you,
my best.
Henrik. Thank you very much. No. This is so embarrassing. I shut the door in my own face, not once but multiple times. Ooh, a new note. Nancy, the police called. They want me to go down to the station for further questioning. Something about an anonymous tip. Ugh, do I have time for this? No. Hold down the fort while I'm gone, will you please? I've left my office open. If you need anything, be back soon. Joanna. Thank God the beach is gone. I don't think she understands the gravity of the situation. She's like, I don't have time to talk to the police. I don't have time to get involved with this. Is this what she was doing? Ooh. Wow. She's just looking at a bunch of rocks. El Museo Cultural. Oh, ceramic bowls! Amazing.
Who knew one piece of jade could have so much history?
King Pakal carving. Ancient King of Palenque. Site of excavation unknown. Year of excavation unknown. Well, that looks suspicious. First known record of ownership. 1940 given by Rupert Starr to the Serpentine Gallery. Transfer of the title, Pakal carving. Carving is given in exchange for 37% ownership of the gallery. So old Rupert sure profited off our friend Pakal. Lovely Lane. That's where I live. Receipts. We got the receipts. No, Railroad Avenue? That's where I live. Bertram Vandelay, attorney at law. What an iconic name. As you may have heard, my longtime clients, Felix and Miranda Peterson, both passed away this summer in the heat wave. Felix was 89 and Miranda was 91, and by all accounts they had lived extraordinarily full lives. Still, it's too bad their air conditioning unit went on the blink when it did. I and all the citizens of Greenwich will miss them dearly. As you know, the Petersons had no children. Per their instructions, I am to arrange the auction of their estate and donate the proceeds to charity. As you may also know, the Petersons had a fabulous art collection, including several pre-Columbian artifacts that may be of particular interest to you. The auction will be held on February 7th. Please let me know if you will be planning to attend. Your friend and colleague, Bertram Vandelay. Okay. So Taylor Sinclair had a vested interest in these two senior citizens dying, and he might have killed them. He might have sabotaged their air conditioning unit. Bertram Vandelay, attorney at law, sounds like a book series in the making. Okay, the pre-long is sold at the auction. How much did they What? Over $1 million in 1993 money? Giddy up. I'm just gonna start using that as an exclamation now. Let's go look in Henrik's lock drawer. No, I've seen enough rocks. There's only so much time you can spend looking at rocks, right, Joanna? Maybe less time looking at rocks, more time, like, actually figuring shit out so you're not always going, who knows? Who knows? In answer to all your employees' questions. Number stations. Okay, so this is about the ham radio. Oh, it's complicated. Spanish transmission starting with attention. Write down the last 2 digits of the series and add a 0 to it to get a 4-digit number. Add each of the original 5 digits and add a sum to the 4-digit number for the first step. Wait, what is the first step? This is the station that smugglers will take messages on. For example, if the station number gives 5616123, then the smuggler station is 1247. This is the station that smugglers will take messages on. For example, if the station number gives 56123, then the smuggler station is 1247. Password is the Nahuatl word for snake. Enter it in Morse code, and they'll confirm by voice, then send a code word. Leche. Send the item immediately, the coast is clear.
Looks like I need to find someone who speaks Nahuatl.
Well, we know someone who speaks Nahuatl. His name begins with an A and ends with a Alejandro del Rio. We know it's leche because the little hint says buy milk, and of course leche is the Spanish word for milk. Well, unlocking translation notes. He's a good artist, our Henrik. I can barely read this, I gotta be honest. Rabbit just like the scribe image. Rabbit as trickster, jester, fool. That's me, trickster, jester, fool. Those 3 words describe me. Oh my god, she does performs? Yeah, me. period ending. The end. The end of times? Copan emblem has been modified with a rabbit head, similar to the rabbit scribe. Uba. Perform work labor. Was completed. Period ending till the end of time. Okay, so he's basically figuring out the fate of the Whisperer. 7/16/72. Hiked with Big Bunny all day. Even spotted a Quetzal flying amongst the branches. A rare treat. He's a good artist. Hard rain last night. Shared tent with Big Bunny out of kindness. Brackets. Pity. What does he eat? Nearly suffocated. Ugh. 7/22. Crossed paths with an old shaman today. Old man, Vicente, gave us very strong tea, to which BB reacted negatively. It's a hallucinogenic, he kept shouting, bunny rabbits, flaming bunny rabbits. Once he even pounced on the floor to try to catch one, but there was nothing there. Vicente thought this very funny. I nearly expired from embarrassment. Tea had no unusual effect on me. At the height of Pakal's reign, a royal Maya scribe, Tripiliamoxcali, wrote an account of the Maya that somehow defamed Pakal's name. Amoxcali disappeared along with all traces of her work. The rumor was that Pakal banished the scribe and her writings to the far reaches of the netherworld. Not the netherworld. Highland elders swear that Amoxcali has haunted these hills for centuries and will not rest until her writings are unearthed and her name is restored to dignity. Banished? Ha! If only Pakal were so lenient. Big Bunny wants to start small-time smuggling racket to pay off his college tuition. Ugh, he's the last person I'd want for a partner in crime, but I do need some way to fund my own studies. Cannot wait to be rid of my companion. Suspect he is really a dog in bunny clothing. Sir Bunny the Garrulous. Henrik was kind of like a Sunny June of his time, you know? Like, he's doing basically the same thing that Sunny June always does, which is do caricatures of everyone around him. Nancy really gets her steps in this game. I would be fit as a fiddle if I was in her position in this game, like walking around DC in the museum all day.
Buenos dias.
Buenos dias to you too.
Have you heard?
Have you heard? I like how she begins every gossip with "Have you heard?"
They've
Have
taken
you
her in
heard?
for questioning.
I called in that tip.
I
She
knew it.
lied about the Cinnabar, and you may not know this, but she has jeopardized the museum's finances with all of her wheeling and dealing. Why should she not be questioned?
How
Yeah.
did she jeopardize museum
By building a
finances?
really big
I
pyramid.
am not at liberty to say.
Oh. Come on, Alejandro, we're gossiping.
I need to know the Nahuatl word for snake. Can you help me?
What do you need that word for?
Well, if he can hide things from me, I could hide things from him.
I'd rather not say. It's part of my investigation.
Now, if only I could remember the word for snake. I hear you have been a great help to Henrik. I wonder if you can help me improve my memory too.
Something tells me this translation is going to come with strings attached.
I am almost certain that the provenance documents for the Pakal carving were falsified. I have asked Joanna to see the documents, but she evades me. If you can find that file in her office and bring it to me, I think it might help my memory of Nahuatl a lot.
What makes you think they were falsified?
In Mexico, it is common knowledge that the carving was stolen from Pakal's tomb when it was first
I
excavated.
believe it. They had
but
no
one
evidence
has been
of
able
it
to
being
prove
excavated.
If I can determine that the provenance documents are a fraud, this will be the first major step toward legal repatriation of the artwork, whenever and wherever it resurfaces.
Okay, Alejandro. I'll see what I can do.
I feel my Nahuatl coming back to me already. Do you know what Sihuapili means? Princess or lady. Now,
Wait,
if
isn't that the
only
name
I could
of
remember
the
the word
scribe?
for snake.
Chihuapili?
I should get back to the museum.
Goodbye.
I'm Alejandro's puppet on a string, and I'm happy about it. I'll be your puppet on a string any day, Alejandro. I could also bring him a cool rock. I bet he'd appreciate a cool rock. Do you think he'd want a cool rock? No, he might be upset. He might be like, where'd you get that cool rock from? Did you steal it, Nancy? And I would have to confess that I did steal it. And then he wouldn't like me anymore. And that's why I didn't steal a rock for Alejandro.
Hello, Nancy. You have a special delivery for me, I hope?
Here's your file, as requested.
Good work, my friend. I suppose you would like something in return?
I trust your Nahuatl has become fluent again.
The Nahuatl word for snake is coatl. C-O-A-T-L.
Muchas gracias. Gotta go.
Adios, Nancy.
I think it's adorable that she tries, and she makes an attempt to speak Spanish. Oh my god, I knew it! I knew he'd be snoring. Sawing logs behind that curtain, Henrik. I think one failing of this game is that it, like, has you running around trying to track down all these carvings, but it doesn't really explain why you want the carvings until, like, at the end of the game after you've collected them all. So it can be really hard to figure out what to do because you don't really know why you're doing any of the things that Nancy does for a long time. What? I think it's... can I do it if I don't know it? Probably not. This walkthrough is so bossy. It's like, call Bess and George. Don't, all capitals, ask for a hint. Don't you dare. The only person you'll be getting a hint from is me. Okay, I've already called Bess and George, though.
Nancy, you have brought me back to my work.
You recognize the riddle, then?
I've been working like a fiend. Look at the board.
There's Henrik's password.
Henrik's password. I love that he writes it down. A curse upon you who beholds this terror. The evil deeds of the Whisper of Silent Secrets remain undead within this prison of rock. What? Broken only when the four corners of the world are bound together, when the first king ascends the throne again, when the last Copan fool has labored till the end of time. Oh, that was in his translation notes.
This has something to do with the plot at the museum, Nancy. I'm sure of it.
Who is this Whisperer of Silent Secrets?
The Whisperer came from a distinguished line of royal scribes. I can't seem to remember
he wrote her name down.
But I do recall that she wrote an account of Maya history that greatly angered Pakal because of the way it depicted his ascent to the throne.
What did the scribe say? That Pakal had
that would be the most
From
cutting
the age of 12,
remark she
when
could
he came to the throne, Pakal claimed to be divinely appointed the first true authentic king of the Maya. Then the Whisperer came along and wrote that Pakal was only king because his mother pulled some strings.
A nepo baby. Nancy can relate to that. Ooh, that's juicy.
So he put her in a stone prison?
Pakal swore that the Whisperer's words would
Wait, then how do
never
we
see the
know
light
about
of day.
them?
He put her body, her soul, and
how
the
do we know
writings
what she
all in
thought
a
about
tomb
him and
locked
said
it up
about him
tight.
then?
Does this mean that the monolith is hollow inside and
full of bones?
That's the idea.
Full of bones.
Do you think the monolith can be opened?
It's just
Good
like
question.
full
I'm
of
certain
bones.
that there's a dirty rat trying to get into that tomb.
Rat.
But this is where my
More
memory
animal
fizzles
imagery.
out. If I could only figure out why I took the Pakal.
This is important information, Henrik. Don't you think the police should be informed?
Please don't breathe a word of this. There's too much at stake.
Hey, Henrik, have you ever been part of a smuggling racket?
Have you
by
ever
any
been
chance?
part of a smuggling racket?
I don't know.
Okay.
You rest up. I'll be back.
I'll do my best.
Oh, look at him. He's so pitiful, lying in bed, just like staring up at the styrofoam ceiling. Poor Henrik. Poor, pitiful Henrik. Okay, to solve this, we'll have to think up outside the box. And by box, I mean monolith. The stone box. A curse upon you who beholds this terror. Oh no, I've been cursed. I knew this game was cursed. I knew it. Notes. Oh my freaking god. Oh my god, why does he have so many notes? Isn't Quintana Rue the daughter of Joan Didion? I'm so literature pilled. Wait, ham radio station 2050. And then we have to do the maths with that, right? Just like Hillary Duff said. Actually, she said if you can't do the math, which I fear is me. Oh, I'm gonna have to read all his notes. Okay, it's bullshit. Okay, this is important. The prison bears an intricate lock. 6 separate keys must be assembled to fit the lock. Look at the riddle. 4 corners of world plus fool and king equals 6. Each must represent one interlocking part of a bigger key. A cube has 6 sides. Perhaps they fit together into a cube, but where are these keys, and what do they look like? Probably Pakal scattered them all over the Maya world, so that they would not ever be put back together. Keys carved out of must be chained. Likely 2 that each bears an identifying glyph. Must track them down before it's too late. Someone else knows about this. Amix Kali. The monolith must be a mechanism for her punishment, and because she was most likely of royal lineage, Pakal could not permanently prohibit her from entering the underworld, so there should be a mechanism within the Prison of Stone to allow her soul to find its way out as well, as a mechanism for someone else to open the prison from outside the monolith. The 6 keys. These are the different sources of the carvings. Bishop Diego de Landa found a carving. Well, I can't contact Diego de Landa from 1652 unless I have a Ouija board. Is that one I get from the smugglers, maybe? Henry Albert Daddle. Copain Fool, it's me. Reports from the dig are good. Found jade carving with rabbit glyph. Rabbit was trickster. Maya folklore. Could this be the fool? Radio for delivery. Okay, that's what we need to radio. So how do we get the one from Bishop de Landa? Okay, look at me. I read all the notes. Basically. Okay, let's call Daddle. Daddy Daddle.
Daddle residence.
Hi, may I speak to Henry Daddle, please?
Speaking.
Mr. Daddle, my name is Nancy Drew. This is a long shot, but I'm calling regarding a Maya artifact that was bought at auction in 1898 by one Henry Albert Daddle. Does that ring any bells?
Sure. Henry Albert Daddle Sr. was my great-grandfather.
Does this sound kind of like Ned?
Carving, right?
Yes, exactly. Wow,
is this Ned?
I can't believe
is this
my
Scott
luck.
Carty?
Well, it's a lucky life if you ask me.
Maybe not.
What can I do
I can't tell.
I'm investigating a recent rash of thefts around the country involving similar Maya artifacts. Any information you could give me about the one your great-grandfather bought would be very helpful.
I see. Well, I was the last to inherit the carving, but my daughter Penelope was so intrigued with it that I gave it to her. I'm sure she'd be happy to talk to you about it. Why don't you give her a call on her line? It's 555-3197.
This game, I want to like it, but it's just like phone calls, tedious, busy work, like not really knowing what you're doing. Like it's got so many strikes against it. I was right. Scott Carty does play Henry Albert Daddle. I know his voice so well.
Will do.
I know his
Thanks,
voice as
Mr.
well as I
Daddle.
know his feet. No, not Ned's feet. I do not know anything about Ned's feet. Why can't I contact the Hardy Boys? Because I thought you could contact the Hardy Boys in this game. Every time I think we're, like, pretty much done with the phone calls in this game, there's more.
Hello?
And then there's more.
Is this Penelope?
And then there's more.
Not even.
Oh, is this 605-555-3197?
Yeah, but no one calls me Penelope anymore. Except my parents, that is.
Like, they're only lucky that the phone characters in this game have a lot of personality, that it's bearable to talk to all of them again and again and again.
You're not Poppy Dada, are you?
Ta-dow! Ping,
Ta-dow!
ping. You win! Who's this?
Giddy
My
up,
name's Nancy
Poppy.
Drew. I'm a
I'm
detective.
Nancy Drew.
A detective? No way! So do you get to wear a sassy tweed hat
No
and pick hairs off
way.
dead bodies and gross, creepy stuff like that?
I wish there were more dead bodies
I
to
don't
pick
run
hairs
into too
off
many
of.
dead bodies, luckily. But there's plenty of other creepy stuff.
So, where'd you get my name? Don't tell me I'm like wanted by the FBI or something. That would be too scandalous.
No. You see, it's all a big coincidence. Your dad's name came up in connection with a case I'm working on.
Go Dad. Don't tell me he's wanted by the FBI. I'll be so jealous.
Sorry, Poppy. There's no FBI in on this case, and your dad's not wanted.
Okay, what then?
No one wants your dad. He isn't wanted. Harsh, Nancy. Pretty freaking harsh thing to say.
Someone is stealing Maya antiquities, jade carvings to be exact, and leaving this scary red handprint at the scene of every crime.
Ghastly. So, what's with the red hand?
It's printed with this stuff called cinnabar. Nobody seems to know what it means. All I know is the more I investigate, the more complicated it gets.
Drama. So, where do the daddles come in?
I got a tip that your great-great-grandfather bought a jade carving much like the ones that are being stolen. I'm hoping to take a look at it.
You mean that ancient green rock with the weird symbol on it? I slapped some shoe polish on it and stuck it in one of my paintings.
Polish?
You're kidding. That's a one-of-a-kind Maya artifact, a piece of history. It's hundreds of years old. It's worth a lot of money.
That's the whole point. Have you heard the saying that a work of art is never finished, just abandoned? Well, I'm taking that
She's
idea
prepping
to
for
the
her
limit
TED Talk.
by making art that will keep changing as different people encounter, perceive, and interact with it. I'm tired of artwork that says, don't touch. I'm all about letting go, about sending my work into the world.
I do
and
think
seeing
her
how it
philosophy
continues
about
to
art is
become.
pretty
Don't
interesting.
you see? It's an organic process. I mean, how can people really relate to art if it doesn't come to life and grow and die, just like they do? That carving is part of something bigger now.
I love the way Poppy talks as well. Like, all the performances in this are fantastic. Like, that she just sounds really natural, but she also has that theatrical edge, which makes the phone conversations pretty fun, given that you're just, like, staring at a close-up of a phone the whole time. Nancy, come on. Don't be such a stick in the mud. Don't be such a square.
It seems awfully reckless to me, not to mention the wrench it throws into my investigation.
Oh, Nancy, don't be such a prude.
Yeah, exactly what
Taylor's
I said,
probably
Poppy.
still got the artwork. At least, I don't think he sold it yet. Why don't you ask him? Tell him you want to see the piece called Deadly Midnight Snack. It's the one with the rubber shark.
The one with the rubber shark. Yes, I've seen it, but I didn't notice any jade carving.
Well, take a closer look there, sweet.
Sweets.
It's in there.
Oh
If
my
you really
god,
need the carving
that's
to crack
another
this
one I
case,
gotta
why don't you
start
just
using.
go ahead and take it.
Sweets. I'm like, Nancy, were you even listening to what she was saying earlier about her, like, art philosophy?
But
For goodness
wouldn't it
sake.
ruin your painting?
Of course not. After all, this is a chance to enact exactly what I've been talking about. The organic process. Inviting my viewers to interact with my work. The deal is, you can take the carving, but you have to put something in its place.
I can choose anything? A light bulb? A magnifying glass? A pair of headphones?
Oh, don't steal my
It should
magnifying
be something more
glass.
organic. Stay with the title, Deadly Midnight Snack. And don't be afraid to go way out. As an artist, I can tell you that inspiration bites in the most mysterious ways.
I'll do my best.
Right on. But let's keep Taylor out of this. He'd probably blow a gasket if he saw you tampering with the merchandise. That's all art is to him, you know. Merchandise.
I like
I'll make
Nancy's
sure he
little
doesn't
pun.
detect a thing.
Good luck, Nancy.
Thanks, Poppy. Bye.
Yeah, there's no FBI involved, Poppy, unless you mean funny business in it. I'm ashamed to say I spent that whole phone conversation thinking of that. I was like, I even literally wrote down the letters FBI to help me think out something that could be funny. Rate that pun in the comments. Let me know. Funny business, innit? I have some unfortunate news to break to all of you. We have to make another freaking phone call! It never ends! My life is phone calls.
Chaco Canyon Cultural Center.
Hi, this is Nancy Drew calling.
Hi, Nancy. It's Sheila. What can I do for you?
I've just got to get my hands on a replica of that jade carving you lost. Do you have any ideas?
Not off the top of my head, but maybe one of my staff will have a bright idea. I need some time to ask around. Can you call back later?
Sure thing.
Are you
Feel
kidding
free
me?
to call if you have any more questions.
You know, this is just my onion, but I feel like this game would be a lot better if every phone conversation with people was, like, limited to just one conversation. Like, you never had to call people multiple times. I'm gonna have to call Chaco Canyon, like, 3 times in total, at least. Which is ridiculous. That's too many phone calls. I get that it's more realistic, but also, please, come on. I'm playing a video game for entertainment here. It's just like Secretary Simulator. I'm not a damn secretary, I'm a detective.
May I take a closer look at that wacky Dada painting?
Be my guest. I just had a call from Poppy this morning. She says she's in a really creative period right now. I said, please, sweetie, if you get any more creative, they're going to lock you up.
Pardon me a moment, Nancy. I'll be right back. I hope.
That was so weird and so creepy. What? Did he just get an almighty urge to jack himself off thinking about Poppy Dada getting locked up?
Poppy said to replace it with something organic.
Like, does he have diarrhea from eating one of his Oaxacan cookies? Like, I'm very perturbed by that. What is going on? Why did that happen? I was like, yeah, I'm really uncomfortable with the way
to replace it with something
he
organic.
like talked about Poppy, like, ooh, sweetie, they'll lock you up. Like, that's not the way you talk to like a 17-year-old girl when you're like a 49-year-old man. I don't know how to rank anyone's ages in this game. Oh, the cookie has a little face on it. I love the little tune that plays when you get one of the important items in the classic Nancy games. These ones are very mysterious in this game. And you know what? I'm gonna be the first one to say it. Cookies look pretty good. Also, I realized this. The cookies have the same texture as Henrik's hair. Earlier I was looking at his hair and it's like, his hair reminds me of something. The texture reminds me of something, and now I know exactly what it is. It's these freaking Oaxacan cookies. Henrik has Oaxacan cookie hair. I feel like I should try calling back Chaco Canyon. Isn't that a Mario Kart track?
Chaco Canyon Cultural Center.
Hi, this is Nancy Drew calling.
Hi, Nancy. It's Sheila. Well, we racked our brains. Finally, one of my staff came up with the original box that the carving was packed in. The piece was encased in a tight foam cast to prevent damage during shipping. I'm not sure how much good it'll do you, but I can send it to you if you like.
That just might work.
Henrik left Beach Hill as his forwarding address, so I know what to do. I'll send it express.
Thanks a million,
Nancy
Sheila.
loves that expression in this game as well. Thanks a million. Every time she talks to someone, she's like, thanks a million. Calm down, Nancy. Maybe like thanks 100 at most. Like cool it. Like be chill, you know? Oh my god. I am so annoying. I literally cannot stop with these puns. Okay. Oh, we gotta go visit Hendrik at the hospital. What's up, Hendrik? It's like I have amnesia now. I've forgotten his name.
Good afternoon, young lady.
According to your notes, Pakal made a 6-part key to the Whisperer's tomb and scattered the pieces around the world. Do you remember anything about this?
6 keys? 6 keys? 6 keys! Nancy, what are the 4 corners of the world? North, south, east, and west. Plus the first king, Pakal himself, and the Copan Fool. When they're all
I feel like I'm the
assembled,
Copan
they
Fool
open
in
the
this
tomb.
situation.
Don't
It
you
doesn't make
see?
that much sense to
This
me.
is why I stole the Pakal, to prevent some other schemer from putting the key together.
Schema.
Maybe I'd better tell Joanna what's
Some
going
scoundrels.
You must keep this to yourself for
scallywag.
now. It's your only hope of getting to the bottom of this.
Henrik,
Where
I
did
need
you put
to
it,
know
Beach?
where you put the Pakal carving.
Jeez,
Who
I
knows?
censored myself.
Henrik,
I could just
need to
pester
know
him again.
Where you put the Pakal carving.
You're asking the wrong amnesiac.
Henrik, I need to know where you put the Pakal carving.
You're asking the wrong amnesiac.
I think I might be asking the wrong
I'll
amnesiac.
do my best.
I am feeling incredibly naive right now because I really had the audacity to think I'd be able to finish this game in like one day. I haven't even started the temple quizzes. I haven't started the ham radio nonsense. Nothing. None of it. I am not finishing this game today. It's like 10 p.m. This is gonna be the longest long play I've ever done. Granted, I've only done 2 long plays to date so far. What am I doing in here? I was gonna see if anyone's left me a little goodie. My packages have come in yet. What? No packages? No packages?
Diego de Landa.
Oh,
I wonder if that's
Diego
one of
de
the
Landa.
keys.
Diego de Landa. What about him? Well, what do I do about that? What do I do about Diego de Landa? I think it might be like this locked box, right? EH1113. Does it say on this thing? Yeah, 1113. But what's the code? I guess we don't know. I'm a little detective over here, though. I'm figuring things out. I like how I patronized myself there. A little detective.
The radio tube went out.
Oh no! Oh nuts! No. Do not open that again, Nancy. Okay. I feel like I'm in the boring part of this game now. You know what? I need a little excitement in my life. I know exactly what's gonna help me. I know exactly what to do.
Bowls,
Ceramic
such as the one featured
bowls!
in this exhibit, may have been...
Okay, yeah, instant adrenaline shot. Ceramic bowls. Give me that ham radio. I can take a little explorer's cap as well. That would be a cat look for Nancy. Actually, it's a very colonial look. I don't know if I'd be comfortable putting Nancy in that. But I do think Nancy deserves a fun hat. Maybe a tweed one like Poppy suggested, like a little Sherlock Holmes cap. I feel like it would be kind of like an ironic statement, you know? Oh. No, I swear to God, Nancy, stop it. She's trolling me. Okay, wait, no, I have to do the math. Hillary Duff says I have to do the math, or get out of the equation. Like, honestly, I'm tempted to get out of the equation. Maybe I want to remove myself from the equation. Okay, so wait a second. So 0, 5, 0, and then add another 0. So 0, 5, 0, 0. Add each of the original 5 digits. Add the sum to the 4. So we have a 5. We add it to the 4-digit number of the first step. So we have 2055. Can that be right? I'll try it. Any smugglers up? I haven't studied up my Morse code either. It's amateur hour over here. Literally, because I'm a junior detective. Avoid placing fingers or foreign objects into the main radio tube holding the socket. Can we get a second chance doing that in this game? I didn't even think to try that. I should have. That would have been exciting. That would have given me a literal shock of adrenaline. Okay, let's just try 2050. Oh, right. So we get... So that gives us last 3 numbers 271. This actually does feel like work. Not fun work. Work. I need to get my calculator out. This is ridiculous. 2731. And that's what I'm gonna do for now. Again, there won't be a break for you, but there will be a break for me when I next do things in this game. I need a brain break. You know what I actually really need a break from? These freaking phone calls. Oh my good lord. I'm gonna add up how many phone calls I've already had to make in this game, and it's gonna be a ridiculously high number. It's gonna be 35 phone calls or something, I bet. I know that sounds exaggerated, but it honestly feels like I've had to make 35 phone calls. This is ridiculous. I get that it's realistically what detective work is about, but sometimes I want an escape from realism. I want an escape from phone calls. Okay, I'm back and more normal than ever. Vibe check, aggressively normal. Sanity check, sane as the most sane person. That's the vibes I'm going into this with today, because I will need them when we get to the Temple of Doom after I do 3 rounds with the Temple of Doom. Okay, and last time we discovered the code for the radio station. At least I hope I did. I hope this is the right save. It's 2731 according to my notes. Notes don't fail me now. Connect. Okay, we're ready to no, actually I'm not ready to transmit. I need my Morse code. Wait, so what are we saying? We're saying leche first, maybe? Oh, now I send the Nahuatl word for snake, which is coatl. So we do dash dot C. Oh, I hope this lady isn't waiting too long. Too eagerly for my communication. She's like, wow, Henrik's slow today. You must have had some whiskey from his secret whiskey drawer in his desk. Consummate professional that he is.
Mensaje encendido. Transmítalo ahora.
Okay, I think now we put in milk. L E C H E.
Mensaje recibido. Entregaremos el paquete lo más pronto posible. Cambio y fuera.
Okay, something about as fast as possible. Am I done? Do I have to say goodbye? Like a Ouija board, we have to close the connection or I'll be cursed. You know what? It's polite. I'm gonna say it. Although now I'm realizing I'm supposed to be sending things in Spanish. I should be saying adios. Bye. Okay, hopefully that worked. Okay, have any of my packages arrived? Because I feel like I'm waiting for a lot. Nancy's been doing a lot of online shopping. What is this? Nothing is there. Don't they know I am in a very urgent situation where I need to, do something to prevent something? Don't they know I need 6 keys? And to prevent a scoundrel from stealing things, more things than he has already? I have a very firm grasp on the plot of this game, as you can tell. My grasp is so firm. Shall we sleep? Let's try calling Bess and George. Where the freak are Frank and Joe? I really wish I could call Frank and Joe. Am I supposed to know their number? Am I just supposed to know it?
Hello?
It's me again.
Nancy Drew, you
They better not still be playing cards.
Who?
Frank and Joe Hardy.
Oh, good!
You're kidding.
Ask and ye shall receive.
Let me tell you, they're as cute as ever. George and I were just telling them.
And this is before we even saw them in the flesh.
Judging by the way they're hovering around me at the moment.
Oh my god.
They want to say hello.
Yes, let me chat with my
Put them on.
boys.
Hi, Nancy, it's Frank.
Frank Hardy, what in the world are you doing in River Heights?
Well, Joe and I just finished up a case out west, and we're taking a few days to drive back to Bayport. So we stopped in River Heights to say hello to our favorite girls.
Our favorite girls? I bet you say that to all your girls.
Joe, is that you?
The one and only. How's it going, Nancy?
Oh, I love you,
just
Joe.
knee deep in another case. You know the feeling.
Do we ever? There's one around every corner, isn't there?
You can say that again.
There's one around every corner, isn't there?
All right, Joe.
Cheeky
as
as ever.
The secret of my irresistible charm.
True.
Oh, brother.
True.
Listen, Nancy.
I bet he gets a lot of mileage out of
If you
oh,
want to
brother.
talk shop about this case, why don't
I
you
do.
give us a call on the car
The
phone?
car
The number is
phone.
973-555-3393.
Sounds great. I'll
Need
do
to call
that.
my boys.
Go get
Wait,
it,
they said
Nancy.
tomorrow?
Good luck.
Oh my god, I love that they're getting out their car phone to call Nancy. The wonders of technology. I just realized someone said I should look for Poppy Dada's answering machine or try to listen to her messages. It's better be good. I already have enough phone calls in this game.
Da, 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 pop, 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 Poppy!
Well, now I'm not feeling sane. Now I'm not feeling normal. What the freak was that? Poppy Dada is making me Poppy Gaga. I don't know if that even makes sense. You see what I mean? You see what I mean? This game just drives me off the rails. I start off being so normal, eminently normal, and then this game just takes it out of me. It's all the game's fault. Forgot how absolutely unhinged this game is. Okay, where are my freaking packages? They better be here. Okay, there's one. Beach Hill Museum. Attention, Henrik Vanderheun. Oh, is this the smugglers? The smugglers are prompt. They are, like, prompter than Amazon. Okay, I think we have to make them their eyes cross. Because that's, like, the Mayan beauty standard. She's giving her the side eye. I think it's something like that. Okay. It's one of those where we just gotta play around with them for a while. Yes! Oh my god, my memory! For once working in my favor. It's so mystical. I also love how, like, unnecessarily long the little music stings go on for when you find something in the early games. You always think they're about to end and then they keep going. I have my trusty friend, the walkthrough, by my side again. And it suggests I talk to Joanna. Queen of being unhelpful, Joanna. What? Oh, no, Joanna's gone. She's been unseated from her role as Queen of Beach Hill. She is no longer the Beach of Beach Hill. Now I'm the top beach of Beach Hill, and it feels good. Queen Beach. Oh my god. Why didn't I just say that at the start? That is so good. I need to read more clearly. I'm supposed to go talk to Hendrik. They're still calling him freaking Hendrik. I think the walkthrough has amnesia.
Good afternoon, young lady.
Every time he says that, I feel like he's forgotten who I am again. I've got the Copan Fool.
Henrik,
it's me.
I received a note from your friends.
I'm the Copan Fool. So I never know what's going on in this game or what I'm doing.
How's your memory?
The tomb. Nancy, I hid the Pakal carving in the replica of the Pakal tomb at the bottom of the temple exhibit. Huh. Now, how did I think of that? And
Awfully convenient.
You need to get past that computer quiz. Sunny set it up with an impossible question. No one knows what Pakal was afraid of, but Sunny was petrified of the Coatamundi. It's an ornery bandit with a narrow snout and a long ringed tail, much like a raccoon or a polecat.
Okay, great.
You rest up. I'll be back.
Be careful.
For boys who aren't afraid of a Coatamundi is what I assume is a rejected Her Interactive slogan. Oh goody. It's from Prudence Rutherford. I like that she has these special sticker labels. Nancy, please relieve me of these horrid fake rubies by offering them to the Maya god of refuse, if there is one. I have no love for bastards. P. Can I not take the necklace? And she, like, throws it away like the trash that it is. There's the altar to the Mayan god of refuse, the dumpster. Oh my god, I'm supposed to go back and sleep again. I feel like there's a more optimal way to do this, which involves, like, doing some of the temple quizzes in the meantime, but I am, guided by the walkthrough. I've barely been awake for, like, 45 minutes. I'm going back to bed for, like, almost 24 hours. Nancy has a strange sleep schedule. Give me my package. My package. Spelled P-A-C-K-I-D-G-E. Package. Goody. My package has arrived from the Chaco Canyon Cultural Center.
I bet I can make a mold from this foam core.
I like that it conveniently has a little foam hole in the top. A mold hole. That sounds a bit like an innuendo. Or something. It doesn't sound quite right. Let's fill the mold hole. Ooh, look at it going in there. Think of all the things you could fill with that foam. It actually looks kind of delicious. Like, when it was going in there, the noise it made is kind of like whipped cream or like soft serve ice cream. Wonder what would happen if you ate that. Probably all good things, right? You know what, actually? Maybe that's why I'm going loopy. Ingesting too much mold foam.
Nancy, it's Joanna. The police are done giving me the 3rd degree, but now the board has suspended me.
They've taken away her crown.
I'm forbidden
the Queen
to set
Beach
foot in the
of
museum.
Beach Hill.
Could you please call Franklin Rose and try to reason with him? If we don't get a move on, this exhibit is going straight down the tubes.
Joanna has like a bit of a one-track mind. Okay, I want to call Frankie. Oh my god, and I can't forget to call Frank and Joe.
Boswell
The other
Jackson and
Frankie.
Rose, how may I direct your call?
This is Nancy Drew, calling for Franklin Rose, please.
Just a minute, please.
Nancy, you must be psychic. I was just getting
Oh, I
ready to
am.
call you myself.
I've been studying with Richard Topham.
As a matter of fact, I have been brushing up on my mind reading.
Well, thank goodness I've got you on my side. I feel I should apologize for the situation that's going on at the museum, dear. I really did think we were setting you up with a nice little internship, a breather from your casework. But instead, it looks like we've fed you to the lions.
Another animal metaphor.
Don't
Yeah,
worry,
throwback,
I'm used
throwback.
To it by now. And
We need
after
more
all, this
throwbacks.
situation is no more treacherous
I don't know
than
why
my
they
recent
didn't
attempt at a ski
mention
vacation in Wisconsin.
them more in other
Anyway,
Nancy
about
games.
Beach
I feel like
Hill.
this one has the most
I know what you're going
throwbacks,
to
but maybe
say.
it's because they think people may play them out of chronological order and be
Joanna
confused.
Riggs has been in the doghouse with the
She's
board
the
for
beach
months.
in the
Her
doghouse.
thirst for acclaim has led her to gamble the future and the reputation of Beach Hill time and again. Now that we've lost the Pakal carving, one of our most notable pieces, well, she's just got to be stopped.
She's got to be stopped. I don't know if she is concerned about the welfare of the museum. I think she cares about clout, both for herself and for the museum.
But with Henrik in the hospital and Joanna suspended, how can we possibly get this exhibit off the ground?
Leave that to me. We'll postpone the opening if we have to. Look, I've got a client waiting, Nancy. What we need now is for you to take up the slack. I've spoken to the rest of the board, and we've agreed that the best thing is to put you in charge.
This is bananas. The unpaid teenage intern who's worked the museum for approximately 3 days is now in charge of the entire museum. Like, yeah, and again, she doesn't have any experience working at museums before this point. Like, Franklin Rose, what are you on? He's on, oh no, he's on that good mold foam. Yeah, I don't know, I'm really qualified
Mr.
here,
Rose,
Mr.
I'm not
Rose.
qualified to be a curator. I don't have the experience.
Maybe not, but you are the best qualified detective I know, which is just what we need right now. We're counting on you to catch this thief red-handed. Ha ha.
Har
Just
har.
kidding, kiddo. If you can get the Pakal
Kidding,
back,
kiddo.
we'll see about giving Ms.
That was
Riggs
quite funny.
another chance. That seems fair, doesn't it?
But it's kind of like
Mr. Rose.
a little bit inappropriate, considering the situation. But it's still funny. Well, the walkthrough says I go do all the quizzes. But I think now, what I do is call my boys Frank and Joe. And you know what? This is really saying how much I love my boys, because we have had so many phone calls in this game, like phone call after phone call. It says a lot that I still want to do a phone call just to talk to my boys. Hello, boys. They better pick up from their car phone. They've got no excuse.
Taking the mist out of mystery. Joe here.
I
That's
love
pretty
that.
Cute, Joe. Can you come up with a slogan for me, too?
Hey, Nancy.
Yeah, it's up to
Hold on,
you
put
as
on
Nancy
speakerphone.
Drew.
You still there?
Yep.
Hi, Nancy. You got access to both of our brilliant minds now. So how's the case coming along?
I don't know, they just are gonna give me hints. I don't want a hint. I want a gab. I want a yap, boys. I want a gossip.
Talk to you later, fellas.
See ya.
Let us know how it's going.
They never came up with a slogan for me. Do you think if I call them back, they'd give me a slogan? Do we know that for a fact, that that happens if you talk to the Hardy Boys multiple times in this game? Is that a thing that happens? Okay. Now we have the Temple of Doom. Because everyone loves a pop quiz,
I
right?
should put in my temple key card.
That's what everyone's favorite thing is to do. So of course we love to do it in the game. Okay, here's where I brute force things. Oh, 19. Oh, that makes sense. I should have guessed that. Because it's like one of the little faces. Okay, what are the chances I get this right? Like, I knew it Ek because it's like all filled in. I was using my brain. Ding ding. Are you not edutained? The game seems to ask. As we run the relentless gauntlet of edutainment games. Try your hand at this ancient Maya war game. You're a Scarlet Hand. The object is to capture all of your opponent's warriors by bumping off all of his or her pieces. Wait, we're killing them? That's what canonically this is? We're killing them? We're bumping them off? Play against a friend. Sorry, this option is not available this time. You don't have any friends. You will play the orange warriors on the left side. The computer will play the blue warriors on the right side. You must roll for the computer. Good luck. What if all my good luck is used up on the computer, though? I think there is, like, strategy to bowl. But I don't care to learn it. Now don't do it. Oh, come on. I wish I could just say pass every time as the computer. Uh-oh. I might have put myself in a very dangerous position. Come on, please don't. Okay. Oh my god, this is gonna take freaking forever. Buckle in, bullers. You know what this is. And I think you know what I'm gonna say. This is bullshit. Absolute bullshit. Oh my god. Someone do something. Finally, we bumped him off. We killed him with our spear. I better win. Let's roll. Yeah, get him, get him. Okay, he's only got one. I don't know why I'm gendering the computer. It's like he's only got one guy left. Computers don't have genders. Come on, Mr. Orange Boy. Yes! I defeated you in combat. Wait, no, what? We still do more hand-to-hand combat. Bull-to-bull combat. Yes! Oh my god. Soundly defeated. Hooray! Hooray, I killed all of your guys. Is it done? What you mean? Did I get a point for that? Please say I got a point for that. I'm absolutely going to cry if I have to play Bull again. That would be truly bullshit. Welcome to the Beach Hill Maya Mystery Temple. With the help of a museum guide, you will learn about the Maya culture and maybe even discover the hidden tomb of Kim Pakal. Okay, thank God. Oh my goodness, my life flashed before my eyes. Pakal, Palenque. Let's see how many I can just remember. What is it? Is it Zach Cook? How do you spell it? Wait. I'm gonna try to do as many from memory as I can. I'll probably just use the walkthrough for all the others. Because you know what? I can't be bothered. Especially because I don't know how to spell Zach Cook. I was right. It's spelled like that. What is the name of the calendar? The Mayan calendar. What did you mean? Oh, the Zalkan, apparently. That is the Mayan calendar. I was right. The supreme god in Maya mythology. It's Amna. What's up, guys? It's your boy Amna. What is the name of the modern Mayan language? Quiche. Congratulations! You've successfully completed the Temple Level 1 quiz, and this is where, if you've never played this game before, you get a real foreboding feeling gathering in your mind like a black storm cloud. Level 1! Because you best believe it. This baby goes so deep. Descend to the next level. We descend further into the puzzle pyramid, the pop quiz pyramid.
It's locked.
For goodness sake, Nancy. Don't embarrass me like this. Just go through. Go on through. Okay, we're in the second level of the pyramid. Oh, I love this point. The little show. Yum. Oh, characterizing Yum to male. What? Who created this? I can't read that. I think it's. Wait, why is it going so fast? A skeletal figure with rotting flesh. Notice the exposed jawbone. It's going way too fast. Eyeballs? Yum steals the bones and eyeballs of the dead to wear his jewelry. He's sick as fun day. Yum Simiel's arms are marked with the death sign. That's so cool. What are those? Bruises? Black spots on his skin show the infestation of disease? Oh my god, he's looking at me. Yum is looking at me. He's gonna take my eyeballs. Yeah, look at the way he walks. Oh my god. The animation. What? It goes way too fast. Who on earth is this for? Who's supposed to be able to read that fast? Cyborgs? I don't have bionic eyes. Nancy literally said that earlier. She's not bionic. I like the little cutscene that plays of him stomping around. Really stomping around. About to go harvest some more eyeballs. Amazing. He's so cool. He's like sick as fun day. Okay, here's the Maya ball game. Mid. Tell us how you really feel, Maya ball game. I feel like this one is a lot of trial and error as well. Go on, little guy. Oh, yeah, let's do high and 3. How about that? Shoot for this. Okay. You miss 100% of all the shots you don't take, little guy. What the hell was that? Okay, wait. We need, I think 4. 4 power. High shot. Yes! Nothing but net. And it is everything in this pyramid. You have to do it 3 freaking times. Let's do 5 power mid. Fudge. I feel like it's gotta be mid. Let's do 6. No, it was too high before on a bozo. I'm an absolute Copan fool. I did it wrong. I literally added, and I did it wrong. Just literally out of my mind, that my mind is not inhabiting my body right now. What have I done already? No! Oh my god! I meant to click the arrow! My mind literally has left my body. It has abandoned me in my hour of need. When I'm playing the Maya ball game. It was like, okay, I gave you 1 shot. Now I'm out. See ya. Wouldn't want to be ya. Oh, yes! Okay, no, it's come back to me. Okay, come on, Eekshell Jordan. We gotta do low. And, oh, what power level? Let's hit it with a 5. Let's hit it with a 5. Not powerful enough. Eekshell Jordan goes all the way back to the start if they fail once. Incredibly distressing. Imagine if every time you failed at, like, a new skill, you reset your progress entirely and had to begin all over again. I don't actually remember what I did. Is it 3? Yes, okay. Come on, Eekshell Jordan. Let's try 6 low. Pulling out the strats. Okay, no, too low. Too low. You know, you don't have to go all the way back, buddy. It's so sad, because I was gonna say, this game kind of is mid to me, because, like, I love the characters. The story is fun. There's a lot of drama going on in the story, with Henrik falling off the pyramid, the theft, Joanna getting fired, dethroned as Queen Beach. And then all the puzzles in this game are just so incredibly tedious. I think the only one I really enjoy now is the number sorting one. I think that one's pretty cool. It's like a bit of a logic puzzle, but like this nonsense, they really had people playtest this and say, oh my god, I love the Maya ball game. I love my progress getting reset every time when I mess up even once. Because it's literally, a lot of it is based on chance. Like, I have so many different settings I could play with. It could be anything. It could be anything. It's just frustrating. I can't believe a small child played this and was like, yes, this is the best thing ever. I love experiencing failure over and over again. I love being a failure. Oh my god, there's 4 levels of this? 4 levels of this. Okay, I'm using the walkthrough for the rest of them. I feel like I've tried my best. I've made all the funny jokes I could possibly make. We're just gonna use the walkthrough for the rest of this nonsense. Look at that. Nothing but net. Eekshell Jordan. He shoots, he scores. Ding ding. Think outside. Wait a moment. I didn't put in my freaking key card. No wonder this game makes me lose my mind. It's like, it feels like it was engineered to make me lose my mind. Wait, does it change? No. I just put it too powerful. I was too powerful for my own good. The articulation on this little guy is great, though. Moment of appreciation for the articulation on this little guy. This little man. This is what I've been reduced to. Admiring the articulation on a little man. Yeah, you know what? I did it again just because I love the Maya Ball game so much. I just love it so much. That's why I did it again. I'm just having a ball. I do like that you can look at the museum exhibits in this game. Trying to have some appreciation. Trying to remain a positive attitude right now. Even though it's tough. Oh, wait, it's Space Baby? No. S, June, and then Space Baby? Oh, it's the maze game. Amazing. You know what? I take it back. I take it back. I do also enjoy a bit of maze game. The number puzzle is not the only puzzle I enjoy. Oh my god, it feels so good to do this on like a big old gamer mechanical keyboard. It's so satisfying. This is what big old gamer mechanical keyboards were made for, truly. The maze game in Nancy Drew, Secret of the Scarlet Hand. The maze game. A mini game so nice they made it twice. Am I right? And you know what? I'm vibing right now. The soundtrack, maze game, feels good. This is like the little brain break I needed. And now it's over. It's over already. How sad. Now we have to go back to tedious, boring pop quiz nonsense. It's like they leaned so much into the edu, they forgot the tainment. No when something's just lacking tainment. Congratulations, you've reached level 2 of the Maya Mystery Temple. What's the name of one of Shield Jaguar's wives? Now this I don't remember. Oh, Lady Jacques, right. She's the one who did the ritualized bloodletting through the penis. Which Maya monster represents the continuous cycle of life and death. There are some things I just don't remember. Like some of them have just stuck with me, like Palenque. But other of these, I'm just like, I have no idea. Oh, it's on the tip of my tongue. Oh, Huipo. Yeah. I feel like I'm cheating on the Maya quiz because I'm using the walkthrough. A Kahal is a noble man. You know what? I will proudly cheat. I don't care. I'm a bad boy. I'm a rebel. I don't play by the rules of the Mayan temple. Okay, what is the name of a Maya matchmaker? Note, I can't find the answer to this in the museum. Sunny June. The answer is on Henrik's zip disk. Okay, I'm not going back to the hotel room to look at that. Atanzahab. Congratulations, I aced the quiz. You've successfully completed the level 2 quiz. You may now use your temple key card to descend to the next level. Again, if you're playing this for the first time, you're probably wondering how deep this goes. How many more pop quizzes do you have to do? The Mayan calendar. See? I said it was the Mayan calendar. Challenge. Use the logo graphs below. Move the calendar stone so that the date equals 12 Kaban. There's Kaban. Oh, so these are the numbers. Come on, everybody. None of these look like Kaban. What the? None of these look like Kaban. What the heck? Am I stupid? That one looks like a butt. Okay, no, this one is Kaban. 12 Kaban. Kaban? Oh wait, no, it's not. I didn't have the right 12. Ding ding. Okay, I did. Oh. Why can't Nancy just put it in automatically? I swear to God. But it is actually awful that I keep forgetting. It's partly my fault. Okay, ding ding. I did it. Okay, now everyone hold me accountable. Don't let me do the next activity without putting in my temple key card. Jade and the Maya. To the ancient Maya, jade was a sacred stone, more valuable than gold or silver. Wait a moment. That's a typo. That should say then, not that. Embarrassing, truly, that they made up this whole plaque without realizing there's a typo. Kings were known to have jade tips embedded in their teeth. Like people wearing teeth gems in 2025. Truly, humanity has always been the same. What do you mean?
It needs a card.
Yeah. Oh, do I have to complete all the activities? Oh my god, glow sticks. You know what? If Nancy had kept her glow stick from this game, she wouldn't need to put up with all of Jane's nonsense in Curse of Blackmore Manor. King Pakal's tomb, recreating the great find. When King Pakal died after 68 years on the throne, his remains were adorned with rare jade ornaments, including the now famous jade death mask, and deposited in an elaborately carved stone sarcophagus, much like the one you see here. Like the archaeologist who discovers Pakal's tomb in the 1950s, your curiosity and hard work have led you to a hidden chamber. If by curiosity and hard work you mean a walkthrough. Okay, I think we have to do all the activities on this floor before we can open that. Oh, another matching game. Wait! I almost forgot! Balak. That sounds familiar. I was gonna say Balak is some kind of god. All of these options are gods. Yum Samil is the god of death, right? Because he eats the eyeballs, yeah. Although I would have said he was the corn dog. Maybe that's Yum Cax. Yum corn. Yes. Oh my god. I'm so smart. Kukulkan is a familiar name. Who is Kukulkan? Is he the wind god? Okay, Kukulkan is the wind god. Okay, who the heck is Balak then? War god. Balak is the war god. I love that they had a corn god. It suggests that corn is just as powerful a force as rain, wind, or sun or war. Ikshil. There's no option for, like, the god of ballers, the god of b-ball, the god of nothing but net. Okay, Ikshel is the moon goddess. Yumcax. Yumcax is such a good word to say. It's so fun to say. Yumcax. Kukulkan as well. Pretty fun to say. Balak. Also fun to say. I can understand why the Mayan language is the way it is. It's just full of fun things to say. Okay, so we've got Ekahau, Tlaloc, Ahaukin left. I'm getting rain god vibes from Ekahau. Wrong. Vibes are wrong. God of Travelers. That's what I was gonna say next. That would be my second guess. My ability to vibe read. Illiterate. Ding ding. Give me my little keycard, little mouth. Burial rituals. They buried them with all sorts of trinkets, like small figurines. That's cool. Where are the little trinkets around this poor skeleton? That's not right. Should be buried with lots of little trinkets. Okay, wait. Insert the keycard in the mouth. At last, you have found the secret resting place. What do you mean at last? I've been speedrunning this. They're like, oh my god, you took forever, but you're finally here. Anyway, you have found the secret resting place of King Pakal, Lord of Palenque. Once you have completed all of the activities for this level, get your souvenir light stick from the tomb of Pakal. It should say on the side of the light stick, I found the secret resting place of King Pakal, and all I got was this stupid souvenir light stick. Actually, this is probably more work to get a glow stick than games with Jane, so I take it back, Jane. I forgive you for making us do, like, Skull and Bones and playing Bull again and Petroglyph Punch and doing jigsaws and all that nonsense.
I wonder if Henrik would remember the answer.
Nancy, you know he did. You literally talked to him about that like 5 minutes ago. Well, maybe yesterday. I can't remember. You know this. Kota Mundi. Wait, that was it? One question? They knew people would be done with this bullshit by this point. Congratulations! You have successfully completed the Temple Level 3 quiz. You may now use your temple keycard to open King Pakal's tomb. The moment we've all been waiting for. This is so exciting. Time to grave rob. Pakal's jade mask. Pakal was buried wearing a jade death mask so that the gods of the underworld would recognize him as a king and accord him the same status and respect as he enjoyed on Earth. So there's also, like, wealth disparity and the class system in the afterlife, the underworld? That doesn't seem fair. Oh my god! The last key, or is it the last key? I can't remember if I have all of them. Right in the mouth of Pakal. Oh my god, they did say they put jade pieces in their mouths. The glow stick seems so lame in comparison to just getting like the final piece of the monolith. The final key. Shine, little glow stick, glimmer, glimmer. Something, something, something. Turkey dinner. Whoa! Haven't seen this angle before. This is awfully exciting. Can I go in here now?
It's too dark in here. I need a light.
Nancy, you copan fool of a girl. What do you think you have in your pocket? Okay, the little, like, exit door, like, pushes, handles? They kind of ruined the effect there. That was cool. This would be such a sick museum in real life. I think I have to put them together first, right? Put the key together? Put it all together? Okay, guess what? We're in the exciting finale of the game. So of course what we're gonna do is do a phone call. Ah! This game drives me batty. If you couldn't tell. If I hadn't emphasized that enough already. Frankie, baby!
Boswell, Jackson, and Rose.
May I speak to Franklin Rose, please?
Who may I say is calling?
I still need to use one of my buzzwords.
Just a minute, please.
Nancy, how's your investigation coming along?
I've recovered the Pakal carving.
That's great! So the case is closed. I'll reinstate Joanna
the case
as
is
museum
closed.
curator, and we can get on with the business of launching this exhibit. Where in the world did you find it? Who's behind all this nonsense?
Mr. Rose, this case is
Mr. Rose, you don't understand the extent of this whole conspiracy.
What are you talking about?
I'm sorry, but I can't explain everything now. I'll take good care of the carving, I promise.
What can I say, Nancy? I don't like it.
Okay, if you don't like it, then you shouldn't have, like, hired me and said that I would be the museum curator, even though I'm an 18-year-old with no experience. Literally, you were like, ooh, Nancy, no, I don't need someone with experience right now, I need a detective. And then I'm like, trust me as a detective. And he's like, I don't like it. I don't like to do that, Nancy. Actually, what I need right now is a janitor. To get this mess cleaned
so you'll
up.
Call Joanna and
I don't want
back
Joanna back. She has a bad attitude.
Thanks, Mr. Rose.
Her bad attitude just stinks up the place. I don't want her here. I want to be alone to get on with my business, my detective business. Oh, apparently we still need one part of the key. We're missing one part. So we go back to the hotel and sleep. I'm gonna call Frank and Joe back and see if they have come up with a slogan for me. That's so cool that the game kind of locks Frank and Joe behind having like 3 conversations with Bess and George.
Joe.
Hey Joe, it's Nancy.
Yes. Hey Nancy, I've got that slogan for you. Are you ready?
Of course.
Nancy Drew, the ace in every case.
Okay.
Catchy.
Okay.
I'll make a real impression on my suspects with that line.
She better use it at the end of the game. It's not as good as taking the mist out of mystery.
When I finished all the puzzles in the temple, I got this glowy green stick as a prize.
Cool. I bet it's a glow light
stick.
A
glow light
What's
stick?
that?
Were glow sticks not common knowledge in like 1999 or 2001 or what have you?
What is it that makes it glow?
Reconstituted swamp water and moon dust? Who knows? But hang on to it, Nancy. It might come in handy.
Alien.
Yeah, but remember, those things don't last forever, so use it wisely.
Alien chemicals.
Talk to you later, fellas.
It's an alien glow stick.
Let us know how it's going.
Ancient alien knowledge, Nancy makes it glow. I bet that's what Sunny June would say. The beach is back. Like, hey, beach. Bet you thought you'd seen the last of me.
Thanks for clearing my name, Nancy. Honestly, I mean, what kind of moron would I be to try and ruin my own exhibit? Anyway, we need to make up for lost time. I need you to go to the storeroom and start unpacking some of those crates.
Oh my god.
One of the pieces has a fancy security device on it. The code is 0677.
She is so self-absorbed. She now doesn't even ask me anything about myself. Like, how are you doing, Nancy? What did you do while I was away? She does not care.
Sure thing, Joanna. I'll see you later.
Semper ubi sub ubi.
Oh, okay. I'm glad we heard her get to say that again. It was worth her coming back at least to say that. The beach is back in Beach Hill. When she was gone, it was just the Hill Museum. Oh my god, stop, Nancy. It's so embarrassing. Wait, was it 0677? Yes. That's a horrible noise. I call that dance the wiggly inflatable guy outside the car dealership. Let's make this key.
I need to make a key out of these pieces.
Let's get this done. Wouldn't it be awful if I'd accidentally, like, punched my computer? Punched my monitor and just destroyed it? What do you mean none of these go in there? F off. Can I put this on first? There's like a particular order, I think. I'm pretty sure that white one was supposed to go on that side. But whatever. Okay. I had to put the top on first, but I could only put the top on from a particular side. Because this game is just particular.
Now I have the key!
Look at it rotating. I love a good rotating object. I could rotate myself. Ow. Did it look just as mystical when I did it? Probably not. Me ripping my headphones out probably killed all the mystical vibes. Okay. I missed all the song. That was a stupid thing to do. We need the Mayan calendar stones at a specific date. Like, how would you know? Because if I even managed to get to this point, I'd just be like, oh, I put in the key and that's it. But you need the stones. You need to put in a specific date. I guess it's like the no, I don't know. I don't know. I can't remember. I can't remember. Here we go. Salkin calendar stones. Give me those precious objects.
These are heavy.
Precious
I'm not sure I can hold on to these
antiquities.
stones. I'm not sure I can hold on to
Shut
these
up,
stones
Nancy.
for very
You
much
weakling.
longer. I've got to put
Do you
these
even
things
lift,
down.
bro? Is it that she can't go around? I can't remember. I can't remember. There's one where she like freaks out, and I think it's if you go around, which actually seems like it would be a shorter route. Especially if she cuts across the grass. Like, who's watching Nancy to see if you cut across the grass? Oh no, you can go this way. Okay. No, I want to get the second chance, though. Or do I? Do I care that much? I'm here now, you know?
Interesting.
What do you mean, Nancy? Interesting. Okay, here's
Looks
where
like this side is missing a part.
Sorry to disappoint, we did not get the second chance.
The poem
Now I
said
wish I
when
had
the
done it.
first king ascends
Oh well.
again.
What? The poem? What poem? I literally don't remember. I can't remember. That quote from Hendrik is literally useful in a multitude of situations, like almost any situation. Oh, it's 12 Kaban again. I can barely make out these little sticks. I think that's the 12. So we just gotta do Kaban and hope it clicks. This is not very high res. Where's the HD remaster of Nancy Drew's Secret of the Scarlet Hand? So I can tell which one of these little glyphs is Kaban. What? This walkthrough is literally fucking with me. It's like, try 12 Kaban. Oh, nothing happens. Apparently 12 Kaban is not the correct date. Then why the fudge did you tell me to set it to 12 Kaban? It's 6 Lamat, which you apparently find out from the Rutherford Stone. Prudence's Stone. That's 6. Oh! Okay.
I've already
Sick.
solved this part.
Oh, it's not on that side that there's the little guy just went inside?
I've already solved this part.
I've already solved this part. Well, good for you, Nancy. We're all very impressed, I'm sure. Here we go.
I'll have to choose which side of the cube goes here.
This game is so complicated. The walkthrough says just trial and error it, basically. Oh, first try, bro. Oh, we have to probably just have to put them in on every side. Oh, this is tedious. A first try again? Amazing. I'm just naturally talented.
Nothing happened.
Like, this game is just, like, all about tedium. Like, I don't know, just every part of this game is made to be, like, as tedious as humanly possible, I feel. The last step. I am really disappointed I didn't get her to break her foot bringing the stones through the pyramid. Why didn't I do that? I should have done it. It would have been so fun. I just, like, squeeze every last drop of fun out of this game. Oh, it's a mummy! She's posing. Oh, look at her little, like, dried up little feetsies.
Blank.
Who's your friend, Nancy?
The ultimate troll. Ah! Oh my god. I don't want to kiss a mummy. Probably has terrible teeth.
Expect? The tooth fairy?
Terrible breath, I
Looks
meant.
like
Oh my god.
someone forgot her beauty cream. I guess
Putting
we can't
the
all
sin in
age
Sinclair, eh, Taylor?
I'm sure she would say the same about
Yeah,
you.
that comb
You've been a
over
top-notch assistant, Nancy, but
is calling.
I'm afraid you're just not going to make it in the art world.
He practiced these lines in front of the mirror. He totally did. What a bozo. What a Copan fool.
Why are you doing this?
Nancy, do you have any idea what that book contains?
Nothing, bozo.
Help me out, Sinclair. I'm drawing a blank.
The Whisperer's writings are the only known
That's
personal
so
account
good.
of Maya life. The only written glimpse into Bakal's time anywhere. Do you know what I can get for that thing on the black market?
You have no right to do this. The book is not yours to sell.
Simple economics suggest otherwise. And I
Don't
am the archer.
patronize me.
This
Yeah.
tomb and all of its contents belong to Mexico.
Taylor
Finders
Sinclair.
keepers,
Or I
I
mean,
say.
Alejandro
Nobody
convinced
even
me.
realizes this thing
He won
has
me
any
over.
contents. Won't they get a surprise when they finally open it up and find that it contains a 7th century scribe and a 21st century detective? Adios, Nancy.
Oh. He teleported away. He phased out of existence. Okay, well, since I didn't get the other second chance, we absolutely have to get this one. Because it's just fun. Oh, hello, ma'am. A little bit close for comfort. Nancy just sitting on this mummy's lap. Do we think her lips actually met the Whisperer's lips? Like Nancy's lips met her, like, little dry, desiccated mouth?
I gotta get out of
Oh
here.
no, I'm choking in mummy dust. No, Taylor. I didn't tell you I'm allergic to mummy dust.
I'm suffocating in here. Let me out.
Oh no, the mummy dust. You know, Nancy, British explorers used to pay a pretty penny to inhale mummy dust. You should feel yourself privileged. They used to snort mummy dust like cocaine. I'm pretty sure. Don't quote me on that. But I'm pretty sure that's what they used to do. Joanna would probably snort some mummy dust if she got the opportunity. She's like, oh, I'm Joanna, I love colonialism. Just you and me, sweets. There we go, I squeezed it in. They really do give you quite a lot of time on Junior Detective. A lot of time for me to get familiar with my tomb. Oh no. Oh my god, Lonnie Manella really went for it. 700 years from now. So bold. 2 mummies find in Maya museum exhibit. Scientists baffled mama new dates from late 6th. I didn't get time to read it. That's fine. That is such like a metal second chance. Like 700 years later. What a bold bit of text to just like pop up on the screen. I love it. I love that second chance. Okay, now we must get out. We must escape. Okay, I got a bit of metal.
I'm starting
The
to
music
run out
that
of
plays
air
in here is
here.
really good.
Something's missing
Actually,
here.
Nancy, I believe you could survive for quite a bit longer without air. Don't worry about it. We've tested it. We've tested how long in Nancy's air capacity is. Lung capacity.
I gotta get out of here. Something's missing here.
What happened with this? Where did...
I'm suffocating in here.
Oh.
Let me out.
Good thing they give you a lot of time, because I'm like... I forget exactly what to do. I remember it's just like a lot of clicking around.
This may be the scribe's notes
Oh! The real ones. Even in death, Pakal and the scribe bamboozled that Copan Fool Sinclair, that scoundrel.
Behold! Our heroine emerges from the tomb, like a mermaid from the sea.
Oh, Alejandro!
The foolish villain stews
quoting
in the
poetry
sour
at
soup
me.
of his own miscalculation.
Supernatural
From deep
soup,
in the recesses
strange
of time,
soup.
a wise royal scribe whispers her thanks.
I love that they all like
And a
greet me with
priceless
this like
chapter of history
coordinated
is rescued
piece
from
of like
obscurity.
slam
Where'd you go,
poetry.
Nancy?
Like, I almost died in there. And you're out here like a barbershop quartet? Haha. Oh, he's got the veneers. Did you see that?
Nancy Drew!
Confound you. We
Dear
confounded
Dad,
you,
it was
scoundrel.
great to talk to you on the phone last night. I can't wait to see you back in River Heights, where I can fill you in on the whole story. Can you believe that your own daughter was recently standing face to face
Recently
with
Frenching
a real
with a
mummy?
mummy?
Now that the scribe's book has been recovered, I understand how important it is, and why Taylor thought he could make a fortune selling it on the black market. The book contains one of the only personal accounts of Maya life in existence anywhere. I'm sure it'll be a tremendous addition to our knowledge of the Maya, once it's translated, that is. And now that Henrik's memory is back up to speed again,
Oh, how
I'm sure he'll be
convenient.
itching to get to work on it. Taylor Sinclair
Itching?
won't be
Just the
making
mummy
any art deals
dust.
for a
The
long
excess
time,
mummy
though,
dust.
that's for sure.
AKA
Shouldn't be
big
surprised
money.
about Alejandro's discovery that the Pakal carvings provenance documents were faked after all. When
Shocker
Franklin
of the
Rose and board
century.
found out, they arranged to return the artifact to Mexico right away. Mexican officials are so happy to have the artifact back, they have pledged a new era of diplomatic relations with Beach Hill. Joanna sure learned her lesson about making deals with shady operators like Taylor. The board has agreed to give her another chance, as
Thanks,
long as she
Nancy.
reforms her business tactics. And what else? Oh yes,
I
Poppy
love
Dada's
that.
announced a new direction in her artwork. All her new paintings are going to feature, what else? Mysterious red handprints. So I guess everyone is taking
And
off in new
all of
directions now.
Sinclair's
I'm going to
cookies.
stay and help this exhibit get launched. But I'll see you back at home in a couple of weeks. Have a safe trip home. Love, Nancy.
So that was Secret of the Scarlet Hand, my friends. I think I still have a shred of sanity left. Despite the game's best efforts. Yeah, I find myself very much charmed by the, like, gonzo dialogue in this game, and the kooky characters, and the kind of larger-than-life, incredibly dramatic story, but just so disappointed and let down by the puzzles. I think they really are such a weak point in this game, because they truly are so unbearably tedious, and they really try to like hammer home that educational factor, and they're like, we're gonna make you learn whether you like it or not, and it just is like too much. It's like, you know, sometimes when you're forced to do something, pencil tester. Get me a job pencil testing from Her Interactive. I think I'm qualified to do that. Anyway, you know, it's just like sometimes when you're forced to do something, it's just not fun. It's why you like hate a lot of the books you like were made to read in high school, where maybe otherwise you would have enjoyed them because you're basically like forced to do them. I feel like a lot of the other Nancy Drew games do the edutainment factor a lot better, where they're not like beating you over the head with the edutainment, like, learn, beach. I think it can definitely get overwhelming, but I know there are people out there who do like the puzzles in this game, so let me know if you are one of those people. Let me know your thoughts on Secret of the Scarlet Hand, and shout out to MysteryManor.net for providing the walkthrough that got me through this experience and helped me keep that shred of sanity. I wouldn't be here without you, MysteryManor.net.